One, go. Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to TechnoShow 6, where creativity and invention comes to life. I'm Maha Ali Siddiqui, and it's a pleasure to be your host today as we celebrate the amazing students we have today and their talent along with their hard work. Thank you all for joining us today. We have an incredible program lined up for you, and I cannot wait to see all the brilliant projects and at display. So I'm very thrilled to introduce our special guest, Ms. Farah, the CEO and the founder of Affreej e-learning. Ms. Farah is the driving force behind the Techno Show, and her vision for empowering students through technology is truly inspiring. She has worked tirelessly to bring this event to life, and her dedication to the cause is evident in everything we see here today. So let's give her a big round of applause, and as she joins us.
Yes,
So
thank you, Ahad. Yes,
thank you so
Assalamualaikum,
much for
everyone.
joining us, Farah.
Yes, thank you, Ahad. Thank you. Assalamualaikum, everyone. I'm so excited to have you all here. And thank you to all the mentors for coming, giving us time and coming to this platform to see what our students have been doing. So let's start. All the best.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much, Ms. Farah, for the exciting declaration. It's truly a pleasure to be here today as well. And now I'd like to take a moment to thank all the mentors who are here and they have taken time out of their busy schedule to join us. Thank you so much for that, for this highly anticipated event, Techno Show Season 6. Our mentors have been the instrument in guiding and supporting our participants, and we are truly honored to have such an amazing group with us. So now let us introduce our first mentor. I would like Ms. Farah to share her screen as well. Uh, we have our first mentor, Mr. Muhammad Arif. Mr. Muhammad Arif is the Master in Applied Sciences, and as soon as we go down there, Mr. Muhammad Arif, we have Ms. Maha Ijaz with us. We are going to go through with the mentors one by one. And a little bit of glitch here as we introduce our mentors, our kind mentors here today. So we have Mr. Muhammad Arif, the Masters in Applied Physics, Master of Education in Advanced Tech Teaching, is pursuing that right now. Head of Cambridge Center at Gulf International School. Thank you so much, Mr. Arif, for joining us today. Would like you to say a few months before we start the event and we go towards the participants. Hopefully that you're excited for the event as well. Please share your thoughts for today with all of us.
First of all, Assalamu alaikum to everyone, and thank you so much for inviting me for this amazing techno show today. It's a season 6. I was excited for this when I received the invitation from the CEO. That is an opportunity to see the student work. And
Thank you
let's see
so much.
how
Thank
they
you so
really
much
work.
for. Thank you. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you with us here. As we move forward to our next mentor, we have Shomaila Faizan with us. Shomaila Faizan is a bachelor in computer sciences, a CEO of a personal development community, and also a product manager. So thank you so much, Ms. Shomaila, for joining us. Kindly share a few kind words before we start with our participants.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. And thank you, Ahad. And thanks to Farah also for giving me a chance to come to this techno show. And I'm really very excited and want to see what these teenagers, you can say, they are not, but what they made and how they are inspiring other children for this. Because nowadays, without technology, you can say there is nothing. And a technical hand is always, you can say, very important. And let's see what these teenagers will show us today. Best of luck, everyone. Yes, Ahad. muted because I can't hear anything.
Yes, thank you, Shomaila. Let's move on to the next mentor.
Is a huge list I actually introduced. So we have our next mentor, Miss Noor Tahir. She's an MPhil in clinical psychology, certified in NLP and hypnotherapy, and certified digital marketer as well. Miss Noor, thank you so much for joining in. Kindly say a few kind words.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you so much, Ahad, and thank you, Farah, for having me here. I am really excited to see what all of these kids are bringing in. This is a first for me, so I am really looking forward to what you all are bringing. Thank you so much for having me. Let's get right into it.
That's such an amazing energy that Ms. Nurlan is bringing into the event. Thank you so much. And last but not least, another mentor of ours, the fourth one is Maha Ijaz. She's a master in computer sciences, a professional development trainer, influencer, motivational speaker, founder and community leader of Talash, and web developer along with a designer. Thank you so much. It's an honor to have you, Ms. Maha Ijaz. Please share a few your thoughts for today's event.
Thank you, Mahad, and thank you, Farah, for calling me in again after, I think, two shows. I came back again. And first of all, I want to congratulate Farah. This is sixth one, and I'm you are doing great in this, and bringing technology to our youngsters is the main thing which we all technology lovers wants to do. So I am happy and I'm really excited to, come and see how our children are doing in the technology field. And I'm really excited. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you very much to all our mentors, Mr. Muhammad Arif, Maha Ijaz, Ms. Shomaila, and Ms. Noor. And now we are going to move forward with the participants. Yes, the time has come. Thank you so much for the mentors for their insightful thoughts and words. We truly appreciate your support and your feedback on this. Now moving on to what we have been eagerly waiting for, our talented participants. These young innovators have put in tremendous effort to bring their out of the box project to life, and I am beyond excited to see what they have in store for us today. So I'm sure that you all are also as eager as I am. So let's dive right into it, into the presentation, and witness the future of technology unfold before our eyes. So with our first participant, Ahmed Jan, it's your time. Please introduce yourself, say a few words, and go on with your presentation.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Ahmed Jan, and today I will show you a program that I call Skyline Savings. To give you a little background about myself, I'm 13 years old. I'm from India, Jammu Kashmir, and I currently live in Saudi Arabia, Jeddah. So this program uses quite a few defined return statements, if else statements, and uses a while loop. So let's run it. It says, welcome to the banking system. We have four options, as you can see: show balance, deposit, withdraw, exit the program. So when you go to the bank, you'll deposit money. So we choose the second option. Boom. So enter an amount to be deposited. For example, we can choose $100. Okay. Now let's withdraw some money. $15, for example. Now we can see the balance, show balance. Boom. It decreases. And it can also use floats, not only like integers. So we can choose 20.50 and boom, it'll still work. There's also a few Easter eggs that I showed. For example, if I try to withdraw, I have $64. If I try to withdraw like $100, it's gonna say you cannot withdraw more money than you deposited, obviously. This is because I was showing my friends this program once, and a lot of times they would try to, be stupid and do stupid stuff that are intended to be there. So I fixed these stuff. There's also another thing that they said. If you deposit negative values, so that's not a valid input. So yeah. And the fourth option, last but not least, exit the program. Boom. Please, thank you. Have a nice day. This is a short program that I've made. Took me about 30 minutes or an hour. Yeah, I would like to thank TechnoShow for letting me be a contestant. I would like to thank all of the mentors that participate today, and I would like to thank Ma'am Safna, which was a teacher that taught me everything that I've known about Python. Salam.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A fantastic job and fantastic presentation by Ahmad Jan. And that too, you're making that whole program in just 30 minutes. I would like to welcome our mentors now and interact with the presentation and give their valuable feedback. Let's start with Miss Maha Ijaz. Please share your thoughts.
Brilliant idea to be done in 30 minutes. I think most of the children got stuck while the problem we just pointed out that if you put the minus value, it always gives you a invalid quotation for the. What if we have some kind of percentage interest on our bank account? Can you do that? Or what kind of formula you think you can put in that?
Yeah, I guess if like I can add interest, but it's like haram. So yeah, we can add it if sometime, inshallah, I can add it. Seems easy.
But there are some certain things which might be not be haram, and we can put.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
percentage.
Obviously, like I can make it, but as a
So
joke
you have
assistant.
an idea how can you manipulate that program after that?
Yeah, maybe like a new option like take loans, and that loan can have like 5% interest. And it depends, like if you add like $200 over time, and you take it back. Yeah, I guess I could implement a feature like that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. Very constructive feedback here, Ahmed Jan. And we are going to move forward with Mr. Arif Hanif now. Sir, please share your thoughts on the presentation and interact with our participant.
First of all, Ahmad, this is a great job. I really appreciate the time within the time frame
Thank
that
you.
you did the job. It's really good. But one thing I want to tell you over there that it's not a banking system, it's an ATM system. Your program is relates to the more part of the ATM, like show the balance, withdraw the money, and then deposit the money, So you have to rename it as an ATM system.
Okay,
And
sir.
one thing which Maha highlighted for you that -5, like any number related to the minus, you have programmed so well that the system is not going to accept any negative value. Okay.
Yeah.
And the another thing which I will say that this is a very good job within 30 minutes, but if you could add something related to it with the kind of word, thank you for depositing $100, or
Yeah.
like, thank you for withdrawing the money and your remaining balance is this. So like you're requesting for the remaining balance, but what if you have an option for that you can see that, so I can see that this could be used in the future ATMs. Right now we have deposits. We can see the options of withdrawal and we can see the options of the balance. But what if like we withdraw the money, we deposit the money, and then we can get all of that together in the bank statement or a mini statement.
Yeah.
That two options are available, but overall a good job.
Thank you.
Small few errors to be like few things to be like added from my side. That first thing, a message should display as a thank you for withdrawing the money or thank you for depositing the money. And then the last one is the most important one is the banking system. It's not a banking system, it's an ATM software.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arif, for that constructive feedback. So we have a few pointers here. Now let's see what Ms. Noor and Tahir can add to it. Ma'am, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ahmad Jan. That was a job well done. I loved it. I loved the energy that actually came with it. So, how you went on boom in the middle. So that was very, very nice. I love the fact that you were able to put this together. Like, what did you say? 30 minutes to an hour. So
Yeah.
this is really good. Just one, and this is constructive. I'm not saying this is negative, just a constructive. Maybe you can make it a little more UX friendly. Like, so for example, someone else is using it. You know how you said my friends were doing this and then they were messing with it. So what if someone is using it and you want to make it very easy for them to access it? So maybe you can add some things and make it easier. Exactly what Mr. Arif said as well. Maybe add the thank you note add, okay, what do you want to do next, or so on and so forth. I mean, I'm one of those people who would love those tidbits in the middle. Just something you would like to use. If otherwise, great job.
Thank you so much, Ms. Noorlan. We are eagerly waiting for what Ms. Shomaila have for us. So, Ms. Shomaila, floor is yours. What do you like to say to our amazing participant?
Sure. Great job, Mohammed Jan. As you mentioned that you did this code, you can say it's a small part, and you did it in 30 minutes. Okay, and we hope that later on you can maximize, or you can put other pieces or small codes and make it a whole application. One thing I want to ask from you, when you are searching about this app, you must you have in your mind that something different you can add, which is different from the, you can say, the ATM machine which we are using. What special thing or special sauce you can add, which make you different from our simple ATM machine system? So, Mamajan, what you can add to make it a different from others?
I mean, I could add some decoration, like how the other mentor said, like, thank you note to all of them, like after I deposited, like they said.
But this is what we are already getting when we are depositing money. They will give us the thank you message and everything. So anything, any feature which give it a plus point
I mean,
later on you want to add?
yeah, it's very convenient, it's very easy to use. I believe it is quite user-friendly, like for
Mm-hmm.
people, unless you, even if you're intentionally trying to mess it up, it won't mess up. Like my
Or you
friends,
can add it like for the new account, or you can make it like a age limit,
yeah,
something, some new features. Yes,
yeah,
some gift or something you can add it later on. Okay,
okay,
which make it different from our, you can say, the
standard ATMs.
yes, standard ATM systems.
Okay.
Anyway, it's great, and your effort, well done, Mohammed Jan.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Ms. Shomaila, and all our mentors. So yes, that is an amazing presentation that has been shown here with us. And Emajan, you have received you have received your feedback, and I hope you get the fine understanding and dimension and direction where you can move forward with this project of yours. How are your thoughts after the judges' remarks and words?
Okay.
Ahmed, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
So, what do you like to say? You find the remarks, how helpful are they for the future of this particular project that you have
Yeah, yeah,
already
yeah.
made?
They've said many good things, like to add interest, to add guests, to make it,
Yeah,
you
make
know,
it a little user friendly
different
and
than the
like
others.
courtesy notes and everything, right?
Yeah, yeah. Very nice
But
constructive
still, a
criticism. Good.
very commendable job, especially doing that in 30 minutes.
Thank you.
Yes, it is. It is. Thank you so much for starting or giving us the bang of a start of this amazing Techno Show season 6. We have our second participant, that is Ishal Mohsin. Ishal Mohsin is with us and would like you to please introduce yourself, and we're going to move forward with your project now. So the floor is yours, Ishal, and it's all for you to go. Please have the stage.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Isha, and today I'll be presenting Platformer, a game I developed using a Python library called Pygame on Visual Studio Code.
Vishal,
So
before
here's
that, I
a
would request if you can kindly turn on your webcam, if that's possible, please. Thank you. And please go ahead.
yeah. So here's a look at the in the game. And over here, I define the fonts, the game variables, and colors. And over here, I load in the images and the sounds. And over here, this is the function to reset the level and create the world. Over here, this is the button class where I get the mouse positions, and then I get the click conditions. And this is the player class where I get the this is the collision with the enemy's lava exit. And I draw the player onto the screen using the screen output function. The resetting player, I loop through each of the player images. This is the world class, where each tile represents a block in the game. This is the, similarly, this is the enemy platform class, so on. This is where I the coin to show the score. And this is the level, and we go to the next level if the player has completed the level. All right, so I use Pygame for graphics and game mechanics, handling player movement, obstacles, and collision detection. So here's a small concept that I use in the game. So and once the player has moved a certain distance inside the object of collision, then the screen displayed a game over screen. So I introduced the variables dx and dy so that if the player is a certain distance away from the object of collision, it will display error. And these are the images that loop through to create a moving player. So let's take a look at the game now. As you can see, the coins get collected. There are moving platforms. There are 8 levels in the game. All right, so let me move on to the 5th level. All right, so if I touch an entity like this mob over here, it displays the game on the screen. That's similarly the same thing with the lava. And as you can see, the coins get reset back to 0. All right, that wraps up for my mentors and my trainers, and everyone at TechnoShow. It's an incredible opportunity to showcase my project. I'm excited to see the amazing my fellow experiments have also created. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ishal. And certainly, I have a craving to play this game. Or I don't know why, because it seems so appealing to me right now. Thank you so much. That was a fantastic presentation, Ishal. And if the craving to play this game ignited in me, so I can definitely say that for myself. But let's move forward with our esteemed mentors. And I would like to start with Miss Noor this time. Miss Noor, but please share your thoughts on the presentation and this amazing game she have made.
Thank you, Ishal, for showing us your hard work. I do have a question. Can I ask what inspired you to create a game like this? Which game was it that got you here?
So my friends were talking about Super Mario at school,
Goodness.
and I was like, why not create
Yeah,
it?
right, exactly. I knew that. So because the moment I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this looks like Mario. So no, I love it. It is a beautiful effort. And the only thing that I would say, because I play games myself as well, so just a small suggestion. So what if instead of making it game over when the character hits the enemy, what if you make it lose some points and not kill it all the way? Because even in the 5th level, it's like, oh, he hits an enemy and game over. Maybe you make it smaller, maybe you make it, because in my head, it's like, oh, what when someone gets hurt, they get hurt, they don't die all the way. So maybe, you know, like the gamer then can get encouraged that, okay, I lost some points, but I can still go on. So maybe that's an opportunity you can give them. But oh my God, a wonderful, wonderful job. Thank you for sharing this with us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Noor. And Ishal, I would like you to tell us how long it took you to make this wonderful game.
It took 2 to 3 weeks. Something like that.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for that info. Ms. Maha, Ijaz, your thoughts, please.
Well, Ishan, I'm so proud of you. First of all, every time I watch a female doing such amazing, flawless things, I always feel proud being in a female community. Uh, I really like the presentation. I really like the code I was going through there. This is very like your code. I was very up to the mark, and I was actually looking at all the. Yes, I agree with Noor. There should be the character shouldn't be dying. There should be some kind of, you know, it lose the points or lose the, you know, maybe flick or something. Or but it's okay. In other way, we can give any other options like fire or anything which can add in your game. So yes, that's my suggestion. But overall, I already like the game. I already like the concept. I already like the code. Thank you for presenting us today. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Such
you.
kind words from both the mentors so far. Let's move forward to Ms. Shomaila. Ms. Shomaila, kindly share what do you have for amazing Ishal Mohsen.
Great effort, Ishal. And we all know that making games and this take a lot of effort and time. I want to ask one thing. What was the hardest part you in making this game?
It
So,
was probably that small concept that I showed, which was like which showed that there was something wrong. And and so finally I figured it out after a long, long time of experimenting.
okay. So if you get time, what anything else you want to add it, or you want it to make more complex or challenging?
Yeah, I would like to add lives in the game and different, like what Miss Nerland said as well. That too.
Yes. Well done, Ishal. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Such kind
Thank you.
words from Ms. Shomaila. Mr. Arif, please share your thoughts.
So it was a good job. It was really amazing. Really happy to see the work that you put in on, you know, it's a tremendous job. And you got the feedback from all of the mentors, you know, and I'm quite agree, you know, with all of their feedbacks. But one question that I want to ask you, if you're going to convince me to use your game instead of Mario, how are you going to convince me?
That's a very nice question.
Features and would
Ishal, I'm
add
not,
those features which
sorry,
are
you're
not
not
in Mario, make
audible.
it more user friendly.
Sorry to say that, but you're not audible. Can you please repeat again?
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yes, she has given the answer. Make it. Yes, please, Ishal, go ahead.
I make it more friendly. I would make it more. I would add those features which are not in Mario, and which you know like to play more.
Okay. And how about the screen? What was the screen size in your code?
I'm sorry, what?
What was your screen size? The screen size that you fixed the one, you know, the game that you showed. What was the screen size that you set for your game?
I think it was 1000 by 1000 pixels. It's like that. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So do you think that is going to cover the whole screen later?
Yeah, I would do that. I would definitely do that.
Okay. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Such a very interesting point that Mr. Muhammad Arif has, pointed out. That's amazing. Ishal, if I ask you a question of my own, what is going to be the motivation of this guy who is your main character in the game to move forward to the 8 levels? What is he going after for? Because in Mario, that guy is going after for the princess. So, do you have a motivation for him? Just a fun question for you.
Maybe I'll add a treasure in the end or something that
Yeah.
the player could later on buy stuff with and buy new
Something that is
characters
intriguing
with.
him to move forward for that 8 levels. Amazing, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Such an amazing presentation by Ishal. Thank you so much, and you do deserve a round of applause for that. Now we are going to move forward with our next participant, and that is Hamza Amir Khurshid. Hamza, the stage, the floor is all yours, and we are so ready for your presentation. Please take the floor.
Yes. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hamza Amir, and this is my project. I've coded Python and I've coded Tetris in Python by using object-oriented programming. And this is my code. I will present you my code, and later on I will show my game working. So this is the main file where we import Pygame, which is what I used which is the
Hamza,
library that you
your
can use to
screen is
code
not
games in
sharing
Python.
so far. Can you please share your
And
screen so that we
I've
can?
added comments next to each line of code to describe what it does. So basically, the function of the main file is to call all the other modules and all the other
Hamza,
classes in the other files,
can you hear
so
me?
that they can be called and run easily. And later on, I will run this file. As you can see, these are the different functions in the game with the block movement
Hey,
and the
Hamza,
frame
time out.
rate
Hamza.
and the
Excuse me,
game
Hamza. I have to
control.
break you
And this
here.
is
Can you
the
please
next
share your
file, the
screen so that Hamza, can you hear me?
py file, which shows which has the different functions as well, such as the updating of score, generating a random block, moving the blocks, and also locking them so that once they reach the bottom, they don't move.
Yes, Hamza.
This is the block file, which has all the other functions of the
Excuse me,
block.
Hamza. I
This is
have
the
to
grid
break
file, which
you here.
defines a
I'm
10 by
sorry.
20 game grid.
Please, Hamza, excuse me. I have to stop you here. Your screen is not shared, Hamza. Your mentors cannot see what you're doing on your screen. Can you please share and restart your presentation, please?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's perfectly fine. And I would request all or other participants, please share your screen at the time of presentation. Hamza, please.
Yes, okay, I'm very sorry for that. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Hamza Amir, and this is my project. I've coded Tetris in Python by using object-oriented programming, and this is my game. I will explain my code, and afterwards I will run it to show you how it works. So this is my main file. This is where I import the libraries and all the other classes and all the other modules from the other files are called, so that they can run properly. And I've added comments to describe what they do and all. So you can see this displaying of score, the generating of blocks, and also the block movement, and also the frame rate is also set. And this is the game file. As you can see, there's a different updating the score, generating of a random block, and also preventing the block from moving once it has reached the bottom. And also the rotating of the block. You've already obviously played Tetris. You may know these different functions. This is the block file, which also has the different functions that are called in the main file. This is the grid file, which declares a 10 by 20 game grid, which displays the blocks and also clears the rows once it has recognized that a row has been cleared. It'll remove it, and you can play. And this is the block file, which defines the different blocks. You may have played Tetris, and you know these different blocks, such as the L block, the J block, the I block, and they're all defined here. And also the colors of the blocks, which are made by using tuples with different RGB values, and also the position file. So without further ado, I will run my file. I'll run my game. So as you can see, the game is working as intended. Once you reach the bottom, you can't move the blocks. You can see the next block, and I will fill a few rows to show you that the game works. and you can see the score updates accordingly. So yeah, I'm not particularly good at playing Tetris, so yeah, I think you should try it yourself, then you can tell. So yeah, I will also show you what happens when the game ends. So let me just move the blocks to the top 1 second. So yeah, let me show it again. So yeah, once you reach the top, it says game over, and you have to input a key again, and it restarts the game. So yeah, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my instructor, Miss Farah, who taught me Python, and also Miss Fatima, who taught me how to present my project appropriately. And I would also like to thank TechnoShow for giving me the opportunity to present my game, and also it gave me a lot of experience on game development. I didn't really develop games before, and this is my first attempt. And it took me around 2 to 3 days, and also like a few hours every day. It took me a while to find the errors. So, and inshallah later on I will develop more games in the future. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Hamza. That is an amazing presentation. And suddenly I start to feel very dumb because I don't know a thing about that, the kind of codes that you are making. So you made me feel that, okay, I need to know and learn so much in life right now. Thank you so much, Hamza. And that was a fantastic presentation. I would like to give the floor to our mentors now. Mr. Arif, would you like to start with us? What is your feedback on the game? Hamza, you can stop sharing your screen now.
Well, thank you so much. I really enjoyed the coding that you did, and I can see that you put the values and everything correctly. And one thing you have to add in the game is all about the reward system, because for each and every block we're getting a points, but once we lose, all the points vanish. So you need to have some kind of a criteria that you need to keep that level 1, level 2, level 3, which is missing from the game. And the same question that I asked Ishal, I'm going to ask you the same question that I have these games Tetris available on the Play Store and iOS. What if in the future, you have your own game or this game or any other game, how you're going to convince me to use your game? You need to think critically and reply now.
So obviously that's a very good question. First of all, I would add different features that are not in the original game, such as
Like what are the
power-ups.
features? Like what are the features? Could you please tell me?
Power-ups, maybe a storyline, maybe, which is not in the
Storyline.
original game. You're right about the levels, which was pretty hard to implement, so I didn't implement it. So I would add those, and I would definitely convince users to play it instead of the original.
But one thing I really appreciate that you put 2 to 3 days, to complete this project, which is a very short period of time. And that shows that how enthusiastic you are about the coding, which really shows your, efforts in this. But yeah, so if you're going to add all of these things that you just told me, the storyline levels and all of these things, how can you sell your product?
I would use marketing, maybe. I would convince people like how I convinced you right now.
I'm
Yeah.
not convinced. Who said I'm convinced? I'm not convinced. I'm not going to use. You need to
All
convince.
right. I'll think about it, then I'll tell you.
That's a good one. You have to think about it because whenever you present anything, you need to think about it that when you're presenting, that you need to be having a convincing thoughts in your mind. How you're going to convince people to use your program? How you're going to convince people that these are the features that you're going to add? This will really shows that how much you're good in programming or what you're thinking beyond it. Overall, it's an excellent job. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Over to you, Ahad. I think it would be better if we can gonna move on with the next feedback from the mentor. I think they have some glitch with Ahad. I hope he doesn't mind.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone, or I can start.
Yes, Ms. Shomaila, you
Please
can
go
start.
ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Well done, Hamza. And again, making a game is a lot of efforts. And I want to ask what thing, how you get an idea for making this game, and what thing inspired you? Yes, Hamza.
Well, that's a good question. To be honest, I didn't want to make any other type of game that ends, About Tetris, the special thing is that you can play it on and on until you like finally lose. So that was a unique appeal to me. So I like those type of games, like Snake maybe, but that's a bit simple, So I tried to make Tetris.
You was good in that game when you was playing.
Thank you.
Okay. Next thing I want to ask, what is the hard part of making it? When you was creating a game, what is the hard part, or what difficulty you face?
I don't know if this counts, but error finding, I think. Because once I made the game, it wasn't working. All the blocks were like falling down, like they weren't reaching the bottom. And then I had to read the whole code. And then it took me a while to find that there was an extra zero somewhere. So I had to remove that. Then finally it worked.
So I think in this basic game, you know all the coding and how to move the blocks and everything. Okay. Now, hopefully, inshallah, you will take it to the next level by putting different features, and like our mentors mentioned, you can enhance this.
Yes, inshallah.
Okay. Great
Thank you.
effort, Hamza. Well done.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Miss.
Yes, thank you so
Yes,
much.
Miss
Thank you,
Maha. You can.
Shomaila.
Okay. Maha is here.
Yes. Yes, I'm here. It's been a little bit of technical glitch, I guess, not as tech savvy as our amazing participants here. So apologies from my end. Miss
No,
Maha, please
no,
take
we are
the
used
floor.
to of all these things.
Yes, so please, Miss Maha, take the floor.
Okay, Hamza, I'm really amazed you did it in 4 to 6 days. Your teachers really did a good job with you. You said you like to design this game because it's like you want to keep on playing the games. I will ask you because I am also right now a student of Masters in Interactive Digital Media, and whenever I design game or designs or anything, the first question they ask me is for the social impact or the psychological impact. So the game you're making, you yourself are saying you're making them to be addicted to your game. What the social, precautions you might be taking while designing your game, so your customer should be addicted to your game. They should, take some time out. Do you thinking something like this?
Good question. To be honest, Tetris is not like any other type of addictive games. Like some people play Call of Duty. Sometimes they're very addicted to that. So it's not like that. The precautions. Maybe we could like add comments, like stop playing maybe after a while.
Yeah, you have seen some games which after some, turns, they stop the game and say you play after 2 hours or 3 hours. You might be adding such things as well. Thank you, Hamza.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for this amazing feedback, and would like to move forward to Ms. Noor and Tahir now. Ma'am, what are your thoughts?
Really, really good job. I loved it. Just saying that I'm just gonna add one thing though, that there have been many variations created, like they've created many versions of Tetris. So perhaps that's something that you can look into while you're moving forward with this. But I loved the way that you've coded this because, and exactly what Mr. Ahad said in the beginning, you've made me realize how little I know. And I loved the presentation and the way that you've presented it. Really good effort. And I hope that you can take this concept and, expand it, maybe give it similar. Colors, because you know that there is something called color psychology. Perhaps you can add that in the game as well. So people are, like when they try to put the same colors together, that's something that you could do. And to make it more interesting. So I'm just giving you things that from my own understanding. But otherwise, really good job. And the consistency with which you've moved forward is commendable. So Hamza, beautiful work, love it. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you so much. That was a good idea.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the lovely mentors we have here with us. From feedback on how to present your game towards how to improve it, we have this amazing panel that is guiding our participants all together. And Hamza, I must say that an amazing way that you have presented your game. And thank you so much for making it, and thank you so much for sharing it with all of us. And would like to move forward to our next participant now, and that is another Hamza. What do we say in Urdu, that Hamna. So we have Muhammad Hamza with us. He's 13 years old, and he is working on the platform of Python. So Hamza, Muhammad Hamza, the floor is yours, and your project name is Calculator. So please present your project in front of our mentors. Share your screen, and the floor is yours.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Hamza. I am from Saudi Arabia. I'm a Python coder, and this is my calculator in Python. So as we can see, this is a very basic Python code. So it consists of 37 lines, and I made this like when the first 2 weeks when I started Python. So this is like my second project that I did. So it consists of simple commands like def, true, if, try, elif. So any beginner person who wants to like do Python can do this. So now let's run the program and see how it works. So first it has plus, minus, multiplication and division. And we can also write here Q to quit. So first let's do plus. So first it will ask us for the first number. So 25, and it can also handle division decimal numbers. So 25.4. So as we can see, the result has come of 50.4. Now we all know that division by 0 is not possible. So let's try that here. So as we can see, instead of error from Python, we get an error from the calculator itself. Division by 0 is not possible. So, and also let's try command that is like not associated with the calculator. So for example, I will write here B, and instead of an error from Python, it gives us an error from the calculator. Invalid operation, try again. So it doesn't crash the calculator, and it's user friendly. And it also handles negative values. So plus again, minus 20 and minus 10. So we get the result of minus 30. So, and we can quit the program by clicking Q. So it exited the calculator and it said bye. So it took me around 2 or 3 days to make this on my own. So, and I would like to thank TechnoShow for giving me an opportunity to share my project with all of you. I would like to thank my teacher Miss Samina, who teached my Python, and I would like to thank my mentor Fatima Sayyed for helping me in this TechnoShow. Thank you.
Ahad, your mic is closed.
My bad. So, Hamza, thank you so much for such an amazing presentation. And I have noticed that whilst your fellow participants were presenting their project, you were also, rehearsing your presentation. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have noticed your facial expression, and that was so cute to see. Such dedication. Thank you so much. And I will start with Ms. Shomaila, and let's see what she have to say on your amazing project. Kindly stop sharing your screen, and Ms. Shomaila, please share your thoughts.
Well done, Hamza. You make it very well, and you present it also very well. So Hamza, my question is, like for example, you will later on make it a program or app. So can we put or input alphabets in this, or it will give an error?
So if we input an alphabet, so
Hmm.
it will not give us a error from Python. It will give us a error like an invalid input from the calculator itself.
From you. Okay, very good. Okay. Well done, Hamza, and we hope you will improve, not to improve, you will add new features to it and make it more user friendly. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you, Hamza.
welcome.
Well done.
Thank you so much. And let's move forward to Miss Maha Ijaz. Miss Maha, please share your valuable feedback here.
Well done, Hamza. I'm really happy to see your code and your program. I have a question. What other operators you think can be add in your calculator?
So I plan on adding like after this percentage, so like it can handle percentages and it can handle other, like I will make it an advanced calculator later on. So I
Okay.
made this like on the first 2 weeks of Python. So now I am planning it to make more advanced.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Thank you, Hamza.
Welcome.
So much. And with the motivation to move forward with an advanced version, let's see what we have Mr. Arif to say about this. Mr. Muhammad Arif, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Hamza. Really a great job. I really enjoyed your calculator. So you are in grade 7, am I right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you using calculator?
Yes.
Do you think you will use your calculator for future onwards?
For basic things, yeah, but like it's not that advanced. So when I make it more advanced, then I will use it.
So you will use it, right? Are you going
Yes.
to create an app in the future?
Yes.
That's a good one. Which you will prefer? First, iOS or the Android?
Android. It's more
Okay.
easier to launch apps there.
Okay, that's good one. Okay, now tell me something. Why do you like you told us in the beginning that this is your second project? What was your first project?
The first project was rock, paper, scissors.
What? Can you please repeat again?
The first project was rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, that's a good one. So from rock, paper, scissors, from a game, you have jumped all the way to the calculation part. That's a
Yes.
good one.
On
That's
my
a really
previous
good
Techno
one.
show, I showcased that.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the CEO to send it me back, because to have a look about your work. But that's a very good job. Thank you so much. And definitely you got the feedback from the other mentors too that you definitely gonna advance this and you're gonna use it. And please, once you're ready, share with us also so we can have a free app so we can have it in our mobile phones. Okay,
Okay, welcome.
thank you.
Such kind words, such amazing words for Mohammad Hamza. Yes, Ms. Shomaila, we are waiting for you. Please share your thoughts. And we have come our mentors. So let's move forward with our next participant. Hamza, such a great job, and thank you so much with your project. We have the next participant with us, and that is Muhammad Suman, age 17. And Muhammad Suman, the floor is yours. You have our project name is Educational Resource Platform. So let us know, let us share that with us, and let's see how it's going on. Please share your screen, and the floor is yours. You're or not audible at the moment, Mohammed Suman. Kindly turn on your camera and
Is my screen visible?
the screen is visible, but we cannot see you. So can you please turn on your mic, camera?
Sure.
Perfect. Please carry on.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I am Mohammed Suman. I'm 17 years old and I currently live in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Today, I'll be presenting my educational resource platform, which is a Python-based application to help students access like study materials such as past papers, notes, and mark schemes. This project is built using Tkinter, which is a Python library for creating GUIs, and OS, which helps manage like files and directories. It has a simple layout right now and includes 3 drop downs, one for selecting a subject, one for choosing a category, and one for picking a module. Now let me walk you through the code. The program has like different functions for loading and displaying the resources. For example, this load resources function is going to check whether the file exists using this function, get folder path function, and then it's going to return the available files. The show resources function is then going to display those files onto a list box. And then the open resources function is going to enable the user to open these files in a default app. In the main program, the user interface is basically modified and enhanced. This includes the title, the dimensions, the background color, and also creating and enhancing the drop down, the buttons, and the list box over here. Now let me run the code to show you the app. As you can see, the UI is very simple and easy to use. It has 3 drop downs, 2 buttons, 1 list box to display the resources. And if I select mathematics as a subject,
Mohammed Suman, we can't see your UI.
You can't see my UI?
Yes, you might be sharing only the Visual
Okay,
Basic thing.
Can you share your screen, please?
Yeah. Is it visible now?
Not at the moment. It is sharing. You started your screen sharing. I guess it will be visible in a few seconds.
Yeah. Now?
Yes, it is visible. Your UI is here. So please continue with your presentation.
Okay, so I was saying that the UI is quite simple right now. It has 3 drop downs, 2 buttons, and 1 list box to display the resources. And if I click on mathematics, past papers, let's say P3, and click on load resources, it's going to give me all the resources, the files, which are in my directory. And I can choose any one file, like click here and select open resources, and it's going to open it on the Microsoft Edge, as all of these are PDF files. And for example, this can be repeated with other subjects as well. For example, computer science, notes, P3, and the files for computer science are displayed, and you can select them and open the resources. And that is quite it for this project. And finally, I would like to thank my teacher, Ms. Farah, and my trainer, Ms. Fatma, for their guidance and support, and also TechnoShow for giving me this opportunity to present my project. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you so much, Mohammed Suman, and that was an amazing presentation. Along with that, it brings me back to the time when I personally used to use a library software at the library of my university, and it was very easier to find context from there. So thank you so much for such an amazing presentation, and we are going to give the floor to our mentors. Ms. Shomaila Faizan, please tell us what is your thought on this UI.
Great, Suman. And I think, okay. And I think you must be in O level, you are doing your O level or A level, because you know the pain when you are looking for the past papers and you are not getting it. Sometimes they are duplicate, sometimes you are not getting the whole paper. So so basically from where you get this idea?
Yeah, that was actually the motivation when I came to AS level. I could not find the paper I wanted on the websites, and the websites were very distracting as well. So this was the
Yes,
idea.
it's wasting of time also. Sometimes you have to download and there is nothing of your interest. You can't find anything. So Great idea. And one thing I want to ask, for the papers, you are taking it from some source, but about the data, about the PDFs which you loaded, for the chapters, you can say, from where you get that material?
These
It's
are
some
the
website.
already downloaded resources, which are saved in my computer, and they can be accessed using this UI. But if you want to scale this app, for example, globally, then you have to upload all the data on the database on a server for people to access these.
Okay. Okay. Well then, great job. Like this, you are making one platform from where these level children's, Cambridge children's, they can get all the material from one place. And even if you want, you can make a feature later on where they can upload their material also. Okay, you can make this option because you all are learning from different resources, so you can add this feature later on, which will make it more. Okay, well done, Suman.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shomaila. And yes, Ms. Maha, can you share your thoughts on the presentation?
Okay, well done, Mohammed Saman. Really nice job. I want to ask what type of file extensions your program will support for other types of other than .pdf.
Right now, I have only included the PDF extension because that's the most common extension in the past papers. If you want to download it, because usually people either want to print the past papers or they want to like write on it on using the computer. So that's the most common.
What are the other two features you added other than past papers?
The mark schemes of the past paper and the notes of the subjects.
Okay, so if you would like to add more extensions, can we do that? Because for that, Edge is not going to work, for example, .doc or .ppd.
Yes, that is totally possible.
Okay, thank you, Mohammed Saman. Thank you, great job, by the way.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. That was Ms. Maha. And with that, Ms. Noor, please share your constructive feedback on this educational resource platform project.
Thank you, Muhammad Siman, for sharing this. It is very resourceful, first of all, and especially for students, because just like Mr. Ahad said, I was strongly reminded of my time when I was in O levels, and I used to have like a pile of past papers and could never sort through them. So this is really, really good. And I am sure that your friends and fellow students would also benefit from this. So love the idea, and I love the way that you've designed it as well. It is really very simple. But here I would just say one thing. I will take what Ms. Shomaila said and just say that again. Maybe you can add an uploading feature, because let's say that I'm a student and I want to give you an idea. I have something that you could benefit from. Just put that upload button and somebody else can use it as well. Other than that, really, really good job.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you so much. And with that, let's move forward with Mr. Muhammad Irfan. Sir, please share your thought on the project.
Okay, so it's three things. First of all, I'm going to give you the feedback. Then I'm going to give you the future enhancements. And the last thing that I'm going to give you an idea. If it's going to work on it, you're going to take the market. I'm going to give you a business idea. Let's see how you're going to work on it. So let me give you the feedback first. Your idea is amazing. I really like and enjoyed your idea. Your program is good. One thing I want to tell you about it, that when you were explaining your programming loop, you need to explain it in a slow pace, because you were in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry to explain something. Be confident. And the next thing that I'm going to tell you about the future enhancement is to integrate AI in this project that will help the students, to create a topical past papers. They will be having a topical past papers. Plus, with that, they'll be having a topical mark scheme that will really help them to see where they are in their mark. Plus, integrating AI is going to be a feature enhancement that will be like students can work on your app or your website throughout the day, and that AI will be the one to teach them, right? Now, the last part, business idea that you can work on it. Have you seen or have you ever, scrolled through Khan Academy? Hamza, oh, sorry,
I did.
Suman, yeah. Khan Academy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have everything about SAC. There is nothing related about Cambridge. How about you to think as a big business idea to create something which is related to all about Cambridge? And you have something parallel, or you can say that same as or more enhanced version of Khan Academy by, like, you can say that Suman Academy, and where you can integrate or you can have all of these Cambridge features, which includes all the Cambridge pathways from early primary to lower secondary, and then IGCSE, AS, and A level. Think about it. Think in a bigger way, in a broader way that you can do it because you have that programming skills. And I think that is not a big thing for you to do after seeing
Yes,
your
to be
program.
honest, Khan Academy was the inspiration for this.
And that's it. Okay, that's a good one. If the Khan Academy was the inspiration, then what you displayed was only, I can say, the 0.00001% of Khan Academy. So you really need to work more on that to get it up to the level of Khan Academy. Okay, thank you. Wish you all the best for your future.
Thanks.
Well, that is one of the finest feedback we have got so far, and plus maybe a birth of something that will be considered a technical entrepreneurship. So thank you so much, Mohammed Suman, and I hope that there will, if I may ask a question to you, Mohammed Suman, is there a possibility to add different students communicating on your platform if you launch it as an app? People sharing thoughts, questioning, answering, is that a doable thing? Please share that.
Yes, that is totally possible. We can replicate the Reddit platform, which is used for all these purposes.
Perfect. Such an amazing idea and such an amazing project that you have displayed us, so that ideas are flowing all along. Thank you so much, and thank you so much to our mentors that have given such an amazing and constructive feedback. With that, we are going to move forward to our next, your sixth participant, and that is Tuba. Tuba is with us at the moment, and as we move on to Tuba Shoaib, she's 15 years old, and her project name is Shooting Star. We'll give the floor to Tuba now. Tuba, please take the floor, share your screen, and we are ready.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're very much audible, you're visible, and your screen is being shared. Please.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tuba Shoaib. This is my first time being a part of the Techno Show, and talking about my background. I'm 16 years old. I'm from Pakistan, living in Saudi Arabia. This is my first time. So today I will be sharing you all a game which I made using the Python coding on Visual Studio. Giving about the description of my game, it is space themed, and I have used a space theme, and there are 3 to 4 characters in my game with the background image as well. In this game, in which the astronaut is catching the stars with a net. This is the image for the stars, and the obstacles I have used is UFO. The background image is also space themed, and this is my code which I have used. To start the screen dimension, it is 800 pixel the width, and the 600 is the height. And moving on, these are the fonts which I have used. Moreover, the background image and the scaling of all the characters which I have used in my game. Moreover, there are 5 levels in my game. As you catch 5 stars, the level is incremented, and as if you accidentally catch the UFO, it is an obstacle, so the game is over. There are 5 levels. Each time you catch 5 stars, the level is incremented. Moreover, the speed of the stars and the UFO also increases. There's a front page which includes the background image and the name of my the game, Shooting Stars, and my name. So let's start the playing game. And this is the front page. It includes the 2 buttons, play and quit. And if you click on the play button, the game starts. Here you can see an astronaut. You can move it with the keyboard, with the help of the keyboard, and you have to catch the stars. There are score level and this level and the score which appear on the top. And each time you score 5, the level is incremented. And you can see that the UFO speed and the star speed is also increased. And if you catch the obstacle, the game is over. So this is my project for today. At last, I would like to thank Ms. Farah, my computer science teacher, to giving me an opportunity to be the part of the Techno Show. Also, I would like to thank my mentors and my judge, the Ms. Fatima, for helping me and checking my project. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And such a very graphically pleasing game that you have shared with us. That is one thing that I've noticed. It's so graphically pleasing. You have used, I guess, Canva to create these images. And I am so glad that we got to witness that. I'm going to throw the floor to our mentors. Ms. Noor and Tahir, please share your thoughts.
Tuba, exactly what Mr. Ahad said. I love the visuals and very pleasing. I would like to play this game. Just one suggestion, if I may. Maybe you can give an option for saving also, because let's say that I've moved on to the next level and I want to save it. I would like to do that and then come back to it, right? Because when you're playing a game, sometimes there's your mother calling from the middle, and then you're like, okay, I've missed my I missed my chance. So just add a saving button. Other than that, really, really nice work, and loved what you have created with this. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Ma'am, it's been like 6 months since I became familiar to the Visual Studio and the Python. So I think I can work on it, inshallah, in like 1 or 2 years. Maybe I can come up with a better game.
You'll go a long way, inshallah, Tuba. But great job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, such kind words. And yes, let's move forward with our next mentor. That is Mr. Muhammad Arif. So please share your thoughts on this amazing game.
First of all, walaikum assalam, Tuba. Thank you so much for this wonderful presentation. Your explanation was clear and concise. I really appreciate for that. The next thing that I would like to tell you, actually, that you need to tell me first which planet was the astronaut is.
Sorry, sir, what?
Which planet you have decided? Like, which was the planet for the astronaut?
It was Neptune, actually.
Which one?
Neptune.
Oh, okay. So Neptune, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about, do you think about having and adding another kinds of planets also on this?
Yeah, I think that changing the background image and like the obstacles and the stars, maybe I can come up with another theme. This
Okay.
was like a space themed, you can say, Neptune, like my most inspired was from that.
But one thing I really like about it, that you are quite honest, and the thing is about that you said that you started 6 months before, and you are just, I can say, a beginner for this program, but you did a very good job. More way to go, a long way to go for this, and it's just a beginning, and I wish you all the best for this.
Also, it was like my first time making a game on the Python.
Yeah, because that's what was you were too honest, because you said that you're 6 months only, and that's a really good job. Thank you. Thank you for being honest. Thank you. Good job.
That is great. Thank you so much, Mr. Arif. And Ms. Maha, what are your thoughts? How do you like the game?
Walaikum salam, Tuba, and well done. I really like that you did such a tremendous job in just 6 months, and I understand that you are new to Python and everything. feedback from us will make you more curious about how to do things in certain way. First thing, one thing I noticed because of being a designer, the alignments of the buttons and the titles and all that, just work on it, make it more aligned. Even the background image, you shouldn't be like, don't make it more stretchable or not squeezing in it. So it might look better in another way. If I'm not wrong, I didn't see the scoring board of your game. Is that you don't have a scoring board, right?
I have and I was working on it, but it didn't work.
Perfect. So next thing you are going to work on the scoring board thing. Okay, Pooba. Thank you. Looking forward for your better results. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's something to look forward to, a constructive thing that you can work along with your presentation and in your game. So, Ms. Shomaila, please share your thoughts on the game.
Great job, Tuba. And you put, as you mentioned, you did it in 6 months. So this is the first program or application project which you made?
No, actually in 1 month, I was...
Sorry, 6 months. 6 months you mentioned, no?
No, 6 months I became familiar with it. Like I didn't started making it. I started in the like mid-January when my computer science teacher, Miss Farah, told me that there will be a show.
TechnoShow. Okay. So this is the first one you made?
Yes.
Okay, great. So like other mentors mentioned that you can enhance it or add more features to it. Okay. And especially like Miss Maha said that work on its visuals.
Yes.
Okay. So make it more attractive for the audience and like that. And one more thing I want to add, if you change the color background only, okay, like it will give the feeling to the participant that they are moving forward. Okay. So instead of changing the whole screen, just change the background. So color. So it will give them this feeling. Yes. Yes. Rest it's very good and very interactive. Okay. Thank you, Tuba.
Thank you, Miss.
That is amazing, perfect feedback, and something forward to in order to enhance your game. So I should definitely pat yourself on the back doing this only within a month. And this is such an amazing opportunity to witness this amazing thing that you have created. So thank you so much. That was presenting a project, Shooting Star. With that, we are going to move forward to our seventh participant is going to join us and share her project. And we're going to move forward with it. Ahana, please turn on your camera and your mic, and please share your screen and go along with that. You have the floor. Yes, Ahana, can you hear me? Can you please turn on your mic and your camera?
Yes, sir. Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen. You're very much audible. Please carry on with your project. The floor.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ahana Mishra, and I'm 17 years old. I study in Jeddah Prep and Grammar School here in Saudi Arabia. Today I'll be presenting you an interactive code that I've developed. The game is called Rock, Paper, Scissors, and it's a game that we all grew up playing, and now kids are excited to play it against the computer. So it's a very simple code that they can implement at schools at a younger age in different grades. So the code is as follows. When you run the code, you are welcomed by a welcome message, and I start by getting the computer's choice using the random function in Python, which essentially selects random choices and returns one of the 3 choices, rock, paper, scissors. Then we get the player's choice, and I've created the function which determines the winner of the game by comparing the answers. And it then returns one of the statements, whether you've lost one or it's a tie. Afterwards, it prints the choices made by the user and by the computer, and then it prints the result. So to give you a demo of how the code works, over here you can see the welcome message, and I will enter my choice, and I chose rock, and the computer also chose rock, therefore it's a tie. And you can play it as many times as you want. It's a tie again. And it's a tie again. Now, if you incorrectly spell a word, for example, over here, it states that it's an invalid choice and tells you to try again. And yes, you can do it as many times as you wish. And now I would like to take a moment to thank Ms. Farah for teaching me the essential skills that I've acquired over the year to make this code. And thank you, Ms. Fatima, for training me with the presentation. And thank you, TechnoShow, for providing me with this opportunity to present my code and showcase my abilities at such a platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ahana Mishra, for this amazing presentation. I just like to share a personal note here. Whenever I have played rock, paper, scissors with my friend, I never got to win. So I'll definitely would play with a computer so that it will be less embarrassing losing every time. So I will definitely try this game on. So thank you so much. And let's give the floor to our esteemed mentors. Ms. Shomaila, please share your thoughts on it.
Great job, Ahana. So Anna, first tell me, is there is any game, rock, paper, scissors exist? Because I saw people are playing it manually or manually. So is there any game?
On a computer, not that I've seen. And that's why I developed it, because in school, people are excited nowadays to create.
Ahana, can you please respond to that?
Yeah, so can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes, you are clear.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I developed it, because students nowadays are very eager to develop a code by themselves and play it against a computer, because it's just better. Like, they don't want to play it against their friends, they want a challenge. So it's good for them.
Okay, great. Because I never saw any game like this, that's why I was asking. So one thing, you have to work on its visual, you can say the appearance, you have to make it more interactive, which will, the people will gain interest in this game. Okay, so yes, rest, it's good, idea is very good. And I hope you will add more features and enhance it in the future. Great job, Ahana.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shomaila. Ms. Noor, what are your thoughts on this amazing rock, paper, scissors?
Thank you, Ahana, for sharing your work with us. Really good presentation. So kudos for that. I would just say one thing, that it maybe add a little visual, something that that would maybe have some pictures of scissor, maybe a rock, some paper. So how they have those visuals where rock, because we know that when somebody plays rock, paper, scissors, paper covers rock, and so on and so forth. So maybe it would be more fun, more creative. I mean, I'd like to play it. I'd definitely like to play it anyways. But this would probably help your game become a little better, and probably would appeal more for someone to try it out. What do you think? I want to know what your thoughts are, Hannah. Sorry, I'm going to take a little bit. Like, how would you enhance it?
Yeah, Miss, I was thinking to add visuals and add more color, so that people are pleased just by seeing the game itself. And also to add like a challenge, or to see how many times they can win against the computer, like by adding lives, for example, and moving on to different levels,
That would be really fun. That would be really fun. So I would definitely suggest that, you do exactly what you're saying, add it and see where it goes. It would be a fun thing to explore. But really good job, Ahana. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Noor. And that is a very constructive feedback here, which moves you towards a little bit of progress in this game. Mr. Arif is with us right now. Sir, please share your thoughts on this presentation.
Thank you so much, Ahana. I really like your codes. It was very much clear for me to understand that how you have linked the rock paper scissors games in this. One thing I want to ask you about the game first before I give you my feedback. Do you know the main idea behind rock paper and scissors? What's the main idea behind this game?
To win.
To win what? To win against whom? Think about it. You have 30 seconds. I can have 30 seconds for you right now.
In this case, it's to win against the computer, while if you're playing with your friends, it's to win against them.
Against them, okay, but what was actually the main idea?
It was just for a challenge, sir, to see if I can win against the computer.
It is actually about the shape. Okay, it's actually about the shape. There are three different things you have: rock, paper, and scissors. All of them are different shapes, and how these shapes are going to have your ability of thinking when you are playing the game. So I think, like, I would request you to do a more research, when you're presenting this game next time. And I'm 100% agreed with the feedback of Nurul and Tahir that it should be a UX design game, where you can see the things instead of typing or instead of writing. But overall, your coding was good. I really enjoyed you're seeing your coding. But before you present any idea of any games, you need to give a background of it. You should have asked questions to us like, hey guys, I'm going to present you today about rock, paper, and scissors. So then you should ask us a question. Hey guys, do you know what rock, paper, and scissors? And definitely we're going to share our ideas and our thoughts, like Ahad did, that he used to get always lose when he played with his friend, right? But engage us when you're presenting something. Engage the audience. That's the most important thing for presenting any work that you have in your overall life of the studies. Okay, so thank you so much and wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. That was very keen and observant feedback here. We have, let's move forward with the Maha Ijaz. Ms. Maha Ijaz, kindly share your thoughts on it, please.
Thank you. Actually, all of the mentors said all the things which I was thinking to say. So far, it actually needs very much, so many things to be, added, and the vector designs as well. So, what you think that if you want to convert in a visual design, can you do that also?
Yes, miss, I can definitely implement that.
So what you're thinking about it, how you're going to play with this, with many other, or what other features you're going to add on that visual game?
For example, instead of typing, I can just give them options and they can just click on it.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely. Thank you, Mahana.
Thank you, miss.
Good job.
Perfect. So that is amazing. So we have this project with Ms. Mahana Mishra, rock, paper, scissors, and the feedback carries from the wide range of how to present, along with how to enhance, and moreover how to make it visually pleasing. So that is a very good way of collecting the feedback from our mentors, and also for the other participants. If you see any kind of lag in yeah, that is a very good point that Mr. Arif has raised. So thank you so much for that. Such an esteemed panel we have of mentors here. Let's move forward with our next participant, and that is Yaqub is for TechnoShow Season 6. Yaqub Fila, please share your screen, open your mic, open your camera, and go with it. The floor is all yours, my man. With such enthusiasm, I went on, and Yaqub, you're not responding. Are you there with us?
Yes, sir. Yes, Ahad, Yaqub is not well. He might join towards the end. You can continue with the next one. Your mic is muted. Ahad, your mic is muted.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Farah, for that update. And yes, we definitely can move forward to our next participant, and that is participant number 9, Abdul Salam. Abdul Salam Usman. Abdul Salam, are you with us? Kindly share your screen and please turn on your mic and your camera. It's already on. The floor is yours, and you can please start your presentation. That is Hangman.
Slide everyone, my name is Islam. I'm from Iran. I am currently living in Pakistan. So it's a great pleasure to meet you all. Today I will present the Python program which is called Hangman. So what basically is a hangman? Hangman is a word guessing game where a person guesses a word by letters with limited amount of times. So let me just start here. As you can see, line number 1, we are right now importing the random, and in line 5, yes, sir.
Can I please ask for a timeout? I'm sorry for abrupting your presentation. Can you please turn on the fan in your room and we can start with the presentation all along? Okay, it's not much audible here. Is
Okay,
that
let
okay?
me just check.
Just take a minute so that we can our mentors can all hear you properly and we can start.
Is it in this?
And it's all quiet and you're very much audible now. Please proceed with your presentation from the beginning.
Is it now okay?
It's perfect. It's perfect. Please begin.
Okay. So, Assalamu alaikum, my name is Islam. I am from year 7, so I am currently showing a game named Hangman. It is in Python. So as you can see in line number 2, we are right now importing the module random, and in line number 5, we are having a function which includes a variable. And inside the variable, there is a big list containing huge amount of words. And here we have a function about displaying words and guess letters, and we have also attempts and a lot of parts also, like about deducting attempts and also congratulations and stuff like that. Let me just actually run the code to show you what exactly is happening. So as you can see here right now, it has printed a statement welcome to Hangman, and here we have a blank. So this was actually a word which is replaced by underscores, and right now it is asking me to guess a letter, or I could either quit the game to stop the whole thing. Let us guess some letters. So here, as you can see, I have entered the letter A, and it says it is incorrect, and I have right now 5 attempts. It has deducted my attempts, whereas the original attempts were 6. Let's E, same. So as you can see, I have entered the letter I, and it has not deducted any of my attempts, and it has replaced underscore with the letter I. So other words, same here. Same also here. So C is incorrect. More words. So here. B. Since I have only one last attempt, I could either win this game or I could either lose it. Let me just give it one final attempt. Okay, I'm still here. Since I have lost the game, it has said game over. I've run out of attempts and the word was dolphin. Whereas if I would have won the game, it would say congratulations, I've guessed the word and the word was dolphin, or any other word it has chosen from the list. I thank you all for joining my event. I thank my teacher, Sir Ali. I thank my mentor, Miss Fatma. I thank the TechnoShow for giving me the greatest opportunity to join this event. I'm very grateful to you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Abdul Salam. And that is incredibly a very brief presentation. I would like to give the floor to Ms. Maha Ijaz to share her thoughts on your presentation, Hangman. Please, ma'am.
Good job, Abdul Salam. Acha, one thing which I was visually watching it, can you use dash instead of underscore while you move showing the line above your question? Because it seems like you can't actually understand how many dashes we have for the word. That's what I'm guessing while reading through.
Okay.
So instead of using underscore, use dash. It's same on the same key. So use that thing.
Okay. So,
Okay.
inshallah, I will do that.
Okay, very good. And what other feature you think you can add to this game to make it more attractive?
I was also thinking that I could also make this a visual game, so it would be more user friendly and more fun to play the game. So I'll inshallah do it later when I'll have time.
Okay, good job, Abdul Salam. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And such a positive attitude that you are resonating right now, Abdul Salam. So let's move forward. Our next mentor, Ms. Shomaila, please share your thoughts.
Good job, Abdul Salam. You put so much effort and you tried your best to make it better. So, Abdul Salam, what give you inspiration, or it's your favorite game? What makes you to make this game?
So actually, in my school, a lot of my classmates play this game when we have like off time or when there's no teacher in the classroom. So I was inspired by that thing. So I thought why not just make it online for others to play the game like that. So it was really huge inspiration for me.
Great. So you have your audience, okay? So you can take the first, you can say the their opinion, okay? If you want to make your program more, you want to add more features or more, so you can take your friend's advice. You just show them that I have this game, what you feel, what features I will add in this. So you will get a good response from your own circle or from your own friends.
So I will just show it to my friends.
Yes.
Because they were really excited to see the game, but I haven't shown them yet, so I will just show them later after this meeting.
Yes, sure. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Sir, I can't hear you.
Ahad, you are muted.
I guess there is an issue with there's a touch panel on my laptop. I guess whenever I touch that and try to unmute my mic, it never does. So thank you so much for pointing that out. Abdul Salam, I was asking, I was sharing, start your fan again because we don't want you to drench it heat anymore. And thank you so much for doing that for us and making it very much audible for us, and so much positive attitude that you have shown. Mr. Muhammad Arif and I guess Ms. Noor are at a namaz break. So we are going to move forward with our next participant, and that is going to be Hissa Al Surya. So Hissa Al Surya, if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, I presume that I do. So please unmute your mic and share what you have for us. What project are you presenting today? Please turn on your camera and unmute your mic. Al Surya.
Is my screen visible?
Okay, we have also sharing her screen. Yes, it is. But please do let me know. Have I pronounced your name right?
My first name kind of, but my last name no.
No, I knew. Please correct me here. I really want to know the correct pronunciation of this.
It's حصة سرية.
It's a say.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And please, the floor is yours. Present.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Hissa Saraya. I'm 15 years old and I'm from Saudi Arabia. I started learning Python a few months ago, and today I'm thrilled to present my project for the Techno Show. My project is skin cancer detection using convolutional neural networks, also known as CNNs. So CNNs are basically deep learning models specifically designed for image recognition, and they learn how to identify patterns in images through multiple layers of processing. So now I'm going to start to present my project. So first, I started by importing the needed libraries, which included NumPy, Matplotlib, and PyTorch. And then I set up the data set, which was in my Google Drive, and it included two main categories of images. It included malignant, which was cancer skin lesion, and benign, which was non-cancer skin lesion. Then I started to add some transformations to the images. So first I resized them to 112 by 112 pixels so that they were all the same shape. And I converted them to tensors, which is the data format that PyTorch uses. And I also normalized them so that the pixel values are more uniform. All this basically helps the model learn faster and more effectively. Then I mounted my Google Drive so that my model could access the images in my dataset. And I loaded the datasets and created data loaders with a batch size of 32. And then over here we have visualizing sample images from the dataset. This was just to make sure that everything was working smoothly. So here we have an example of benign skin cancer, and here we have an example of malignant skin cancer. Next, I designed my convolutional neural network. It had 3 layers that scan over the images, each followed by a pooling layer to simplify the information. So the convolutional layers detect the patterns in the images, starting with simple edges and textures, then moving to more complex details. And finally, the fully connected layers use these extracted features to classify the images as benign or malignant skin cancer. And then I set up the training process and I trained the model for up to 10 epochs. So this means that the images went through the model about 10 times. So at first, the first epoch had a loss of about 50%, and it kept on decreasing until the last epoch, and it reached around 10%. And lastly, I evaluated the model just to make sure of the accuracy. And we added we let it go through some images, and it reached the 83.64% accuracy, which means that the model correctly classified most images as benign or malignant skin cancer. And lastly, I'd like to thank my instructor and mentor and to TechnoShow for allowing me to present my project.
Thank you so much, Isaf. That is a very interesting presentation on a very interesting subject. And we would like to see the thoughts of our mentor on this. So stay tuned. Mr. Nurlan, thank you so much for joining back. And please share your thoughts. How do you see this skin cancer detection using CNN as a project?
Hello, Hissa. This is so wonderful and very interesting. I love the idea. Can I ask what inspired you to, come to this?
So honestly, there are many reasons, but I like the idea of AI, especially AI in healthcare. And I was actually doing a research on this for school, so I was like, why not try it and see how it works?
That's amazing. I don't know if anybody has told you, but you're going places, Hissa, inshallah. I love the idea. Amazing presentation. And this actually, I think, you can take this forward and hopefully, add more because I like that you actually looked into the accuracy of it as well. And you gave us a percentage about how accurate it can be. So, this you can actually market it and use it. And this is absolutely amazing. Way to go. Love it.
Thank you.
Such good words, such good words. That definitely is an interesting idea. Ms. Maha, Ijaz, what are your thoughts?
Well, Hissa, great concept. but I was looking if we can actually match it with other skins and these patches. Can we do that?
Actually, it needs to be like more accurate. Like we need to get more data on different types of skin so it could accurately detect if there's skin cancer or not.
So your program can just, even if you have the little bit data, can your program do that thing?
My program, I need more data for like different types of skin cancer on
Okay.
different types of skin. So that's how I can do it. But for now, I don't think I have that much.
Okay, so far it's absolutely a brilliant idea, and I think might be $1 million idea also. Thank you, Hissa.
That's amazing. And the prophecy of going places, I guess, is going to take place in future. But let's see what Ms. Shomaila has to say right now. Ma'am, what are your thoughts?
Great idea, Hissa. Hissa, from where you belong? Where are you from?
I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Okay. So, Hissa, this is very good that you are giving awareness through this program, or if you make it an application or something, it will be really great. Okay. So, wish you best that you will make it full program and give awareness. Okay. Thank you.
Perfect. And Hissa, if I may ask you a question based on what our mentors have said, in order to collect the data that you require for the accuracy of this particular application and to detect cancer properly, how are you planning to gauge that data? Do you have anything in mind? How will you be able to collect that data?
For example, for like the data that I had, it was from actual like skin cancer. People have skin cancer. So when I see like who has skin cancer and they get detected and like dermatologists check for them, I can gather their data and I can use it for my program.
Perfect. So that you can contact different medical operation agencies where or treatment centers where there's photographs and other data that is available for that.
Yeah.
Perfect. That I guess that is one good step to move forward with it. And I'm best of luck and more power to you. Thank you so much, Issa. That was an amazing presentation.
Ahad, you're muted again.
I'm so glad for the amazing participant for pointing this out. Thank you so much. So apologies, I try to make it work this time. But thank you so much, Hissa, for this amazing presentation and such an amazing idea at TechnoShow Season 6. And let's move forward with our next participant, that is Sinwan Rehan. Hello, Sinwan. Hope that you are all prepared for your presentation. And with that, please turn on your mic, your camera. The floor is yours. The screen is yours. Take the floor.
Can I start?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Please, if you kindly, make your face visible. If you can turn your camera a little down or stand up for the presentation, that would be amazing. Move a little further back. That is very much amazing. Thank you so much. Please start with your presentation after sharing your screen.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sinwan. I am 8 years old and I will be using Scratch as a programming language to make my game. So I have 3 characters for my game. It's a top to bottom view game which I made. The first is our main sprite, where if we are making go to a location and add coordinates so it can move when we start the game. And then at the bottom we can see that if we are touching our enemy sprite, our character will disappear.
that brings us to our other sprite, which is the enemy. The enemy has a clone of itself, so it has multiple clones of itself to attack the player. When it starts as a clone, it will go to a random position and go towards our main player that we made. And then if it's touching our weapon that we will use to attack the enemy, it will broadcast bullet hit. Means it will broadcast our hit from our weapon and will delete our clone that we just made. And for last, it's the weapon that we will use to attack the enemy. So if our mouse is down, means if we use a specific mouse button, it will create a clone and it starts as a clone. It will go from our player and we point towards our mouse pointer, which we have. It will start moving from 10, it will move 10 steps. When it starts as a clone, if it's touching the edge or the boundary, it will delete the clone. When it receives the broadcast from bullet hit, it will delete the clone that we made. I'm done with presenting my presentation. I would like to thank my teachers, my trainers, and TechnoShow for letting me present this project.
Thank you so much, Sivan. That was such a delightful presentation from your end. And thank you for sharing that with us, for all of us. I would like to give the floor to our esteemed mentors, and let's see what they have to say about your presentation. Ms. Maha, Ijaz, share. Ms. Maha, kindly share your thoughts. Your mic is muted.
I really amazed by the age of the guy and the way he present the whole presentation. Absolutely amazing. Acha, Sinwan, do you think you can enhance it more visually if you
Yes,
want to?
I was thinking to make it better.
So how you think you are gonna draw the zombies?
Huh?
How gonna you draw the zombies next time if you go?
I'm gonna make it like a first person instead of a top bottom view.
Ah, nice. Great. Thank you, Siron. Nice presentation.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mahajaz. And that is a vision there. I'm going to make it into a POV rather than having a top to bottom or a whole view. Ms. Nurulan, your thoughts, please.
Thank you, Sinwan, for giving such an amazing presentation. Honestly, an 8-year-old coming up and presenting on a platform like this, it takes courage. And I would, before anything else, I would say that amazing job. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for, coming up and showing us what 8-year-olds are capable of. So, Sinwan, great job. And I love the idea. And I don't have any feedback for your game because it is the cutest game ever. The only thing I would say is that, look into becoming a game developer when you grow older, Sinwan. Okay? Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And yes, Mr. Shomaila, please share your thoughts.
Great, Senwan. In this age, your passion for the game, making the games is great. Senwan, why you choose the name Zombie?
I had no other name to think of, so I just think of a quick name for it.
So you felt these are your great enemies, you can say, which you want to kill. Yes, Senwan?
What?
Is that right, Salman? You want to kill zombies?
You felt
No, I was inspired by a game my brother really liked to play.
Okay, so you inspired from that game and you want to make your own. Yes, like Ms. Maha mentioned that you have to give them some visual, the picture, the zombies. Okay, so we will get more, make it more interesting and grab attention in the game. Great job, Sinwan. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Thank
your kind words. So that is from Mr. Muhammad Arif to Ms. Shomaila to Ms. Noor to Ms. Maha, Ijaz, the mentors that we have here. I was so amazed to see the kind of feedback that your kids are receiving at the moment and the participants are receiving. But Saman, you definitely gave another view to the diversity of students, the diversity of the participants that we have in terms of age, in terms of confidence, and you literally put the bar up high. So thank you so much for giving us that presentation. And that is what you get when you bring some amazing minds together. Thank you, Ms. Farah, for doing that at TechnoShow Season 6 for all of us. With that, we are going to move forward to our next participant, that is Abdur Rahman Khan. So Abdur Rahman Khan, the floor is yours, and please share your screen, open your microphone, open your camera, and please share your presentation with us. Abdul Rahman, are you with us?
Yes, assalamu alaikum.
Yes, wa alaikum assalam. Please kindly, if you open your camera.
Can I take the next turn? And I have to
You
shift.
okay. So
I
you
have to
want
shift
to
my.
take the next turn?
Yes.
In order to check your cam, I guess we can do that. Please be ready for the by the next turn, and I guess we can move forward with Arif Mishra. Arif, are you okay to go sequence before that? Is that okay with you?
That's fine, man.
Perfect. That confident man is all ready to present. Thank you so much, Arif, for stepping up. And okay, so please share your screen. The floor is yours. We have Mr. Arif Mishra, ladies and gentlemen. Start, please. Go on.
So, good afternoon, guys. My name is Arif Mishra. I'm from India. I'm 15 years old, but I live in Saudi Arabia, in Jeddah. And I started coding Python specifically in around August time because I enjoyed it in school. And then Miss Farah told me that there could be a TechnoShow and I could take part in it. So I thought to make a game of tic-tac-toe. And I mean, I know everyone's played this before, but now tried my best to make it on Python. So yeah, I used different functions here. So the first one is it outputs the board for me every time I run the code. And every time a person makes a move, it's gonna re-output the board basically. So when I run the code, you guys can get a better view on it. And then the next function checks for winners. And every time there's a three in a row, it could be X or O's in rows or columns or diagonally. The output's going to be like player X wins or player O wins. And the main part is the function for the input. It's going to take inputs from the players, and it's going to consist of two numbers ranging from 0 to 2 for the rows and columns. And so it's going to place X and Y in the respective positions which the player wants it to be in. And let's say the position's already been taken, then the output's going to be to try again, and the player can try again. And it's going to alter between player X and player O, so they get equal chances. And so I'm going to run my code, so you guys can take a look how it is. This is the board, it's 3x3 board, and it starts out with player X, and it asks to input a row. So I'm going to put 0, and then it's going to ask for a column. I'm also going to put 0, so to take the top left, and it outputs the entire board all over again. Every move it's going to do that, and it switches to player O. And then I'm just going to take top right, because I want to form a diagonal with the X just to show how it works. So I'm going to take the middle of X, and then just to show you guys, if player O puts the wrong values in, let's say it puts 1, 1 again, tries to take the middle. Okay, there's a error message that says position's taken, and it's going to ask him to retry. And so player O gets another try. I'll just take the top in this case, top middle, this part over here. And yeah, so I can take bottom right from for X as player X could win. I'm just gonna take that. And it outputs player X wins. Okay. And yeah, that's my code. So thank you, everyone. Just want to thank Ms. Samina for teaching me Python and the essential skills to make a code like this, a game like this. Thank you, Ms. Fatima, for training me for the TechnoShow. Thank you, TechnoShow, for giving me this opportunity to show you guys my code. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Arif, for your presentation. And before we dive into your feedback by the mentors, if I may ask you a question, if you get the option to assign different objects to your tic-tac-toe, to X or different object to O, what would you assign? Just for a fun question.
Any object?
Yeah, any symbol, made object. If you have to select an alternative symbol for it.
I'll probably do some like numbers or just like the dollar sign or percentage.
Yeah, I guess put a little thought to it and.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yes, you definitely. Yeah, put a thought to it. I'll come back to this answer as we go forward with our mentors. Mr. Noor, please share your thoughts. I have given the young man.
Something to think about, right? Yeah. Arif, it's a good idea. We've all played tic-tac-toe growing up. I think we still do sometimes. So this is a really good idea. Loved the work that you have done. Good job on that. Just again, because people like me, people like me, there are other people like me as well. It needs to be a little visually appealing so that I know that where I'm going with the X or where I'm going with the O's. I want to know what your thoughts are on that. Do you think that that is something you would like to incorporate into your design?
Yeah, I think I could make the board a bit more better, like because I feel it's more spread out and it's a bit confusing where the X and O's could go, and maybe even
Right.
indexes. Yeah.
Exactly. So because the thing is that we know how the concept works. So it's easy to go about it, but you're right, because I want to know visually where it's going, what's happening. So that would really enhance your design and it would help for the user to understand the concept better, don't you think?
Yes.
Definitely. But otherwise, great job, great idea, and keep going. Hopefully you can create more games like this. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Perfect. Kind words, and good feedback. Let's move forward to our next mentor. Mr. Arif has joined us again. Sir, please share your thoughts on this presentation project named Tic-Tac-Toe.
Thank you so much. And I had a break for the Salah, for the prayer break. And I'm back right now with the wonderful presentation by Arif Mishra. I would say that first and the most important thing about this game is the UX graphic designing, the way that we can play. That was not feasible for anyone else to understand and play this game. So that has to be added. The next thing is like, what's the idea of tic-tac-toe? What do you think the idea of what tic-tac-toe? Arif?
I think it's like really based on strategy because you could win in many different ways. There's possibly many different. Sorry, what?
How you can win?
It really depends if let's say you start off the game and you could take the center or.
For example, if I want to win the game, what is the most important thing that I need to keep it in my mind? That I need to draw a straight line by blocking my opponents, right? So next time when you present this to anyone, you need to explain what is tic-tac-toe.
Arif, are you able to hear us? We are not able to see your picture moving, or?
No, I can hear you guys well. Hello, am I audible?
So the first thing is that you need to explain. The second thing is that you need to explain the strategy behind it. And the third thing that I told you about your coding, that you need to add graphics behind it so that you can make this game, a very playable format and easy friendly use. And the thing that Ahad asked you, instead of using X and O, what are the other two things that you can use? You said the dollar sign, and you said dollar sign, right? And the numbers.
Yeah, I just said you can use different symbols. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So think about it. I think it could be not a number. It could be another alphabet that you can use. Okay. How about thinking about tick, T, right? Instead of X, right? So tick, T, and then you can use even I for a tic-tac, or then you can use even C to represent a tic-tac-toe game, right? So think
Yeah.
about these women also and include in your game and try to create with the more graphics so that anyone can easily play this game, you know. It should be a user-friendly. Thank you.
Thanks.
I think we have lost the connection of Ahad. I think we should proceed with the next mentor feedback.
Yes, Maha, you can go.
Yes, thank you so much for having me back. Yes, thank you for that amazing feedback, Mr. Arif. And let's move forward with Ms. Shomaila. Ms. Shomaila, kindly your share of penny here on this project.
Yes, sure. Your idea is very great, Arif. And like all the mentors, they mention you can use different symbols. Okay, so my idea is you can give an option, okay, where you can put 2-3 options for them. Like one, you can add this traditional sign which we use for tic-tac-toe, like zero and cross, and the rest you can give them different colors or different images. Okay, so they will select from there that it will give it a new look, you can say. Okay, so they will select which characters or which symbols they want to use from there. Okay, and next thing I want to ask from you, Arif, if you get a chance, okay, so what improvement or what features you want to add it just to make it a different from the traditional tic-tac-toe?
I mean, first thing is obviously, as you guys said, you guys suggested to add different symbols, but also I think I'd add the option to play against the computer at different difficulties. I think I could add. So that would make the game better, and then maybe like reward systems. If you beat the computer again in specific levels, there could be different rewards and stuff.
Okay. Okay, fine. So it means in this game, one player is there and the second one is the computer.
Oh no, in my game you have two different people. Like it's not against the computer. But I think I said that I would like to add the computer so that if you're alone or if you just want to try a different difficulty, I would add the computer.
Yes, you can make it like a single player game. Then the next one will be computer there. And or you can second option is like 2 players.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can add these features. Okay, great. Great job, Arif.
Thank you.
We will see you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for such kind words. And I would like to move forward to Ms. Maha. If you have already not given your thought, please share your feedback on this amazing tic-tac-toe.
I just have exactly the same thought as Shomaila. I was going to ask the same question. I'm actually hoping and to see the visual version of your program. Thank you, Ara. Thank you. Great job.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Arif, and thank you for stepping up as well because you had time. Still, you were able to present such an amazing project and such an amazing presentation as well. I would like to move forward to Mr. Abdul Rahman. Abdul Rahman, are you all ready with your cam and your presentation?
Yes.
Yes, hello, and so glad to have you. Perfect. So, Abdul Rahman, the floor is yours. Please share your screen and present your. I guess a little bit of time as the screen is being shared. Abdul Rahman is with us. And here we go.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Abdul Rahman. I'm 16 years old and I live in Saudi Arabia. I'm a Pakistani student, currently doing A2 in computer science with maths and physics. Today I'm excited to share my project, which is about Caesar cipher, a classic encryption method where each letter in a message is shifted by a fixed number of positions in the alphabet. In my implementation, I wrote a program in Python that allows users to input a message and a shift value, then encrypts or decrypts the text accordingly. The code handles both uppercase and lowercase letters, ensures the shift wraps around the alphabet, and ignores non-alphabetic characters to maintain readability. I also added user-friendly features like input validation and a simple menu to choose between encryption or decryption. So here is a very simple code which is related to Caesar cipher. Here I've asked the user to input the word, the shift value, and whether to encrypt or decrypt. So how does this work? It's a very simple algorithm which it follows. It asks for a word input, then a shift value. It then also asks if for encryption or decryption. So if we input hello, the word hello, and then we input the shift value 3, then we choose to encrypt the word hello. So the encrypted word will be outputted, and then we can also input this word back with the same shift value and choose to decrypt this time. Then the encrypted word will be hello. It's a very nice technique to encrypt words with a simple algorithm. Lastly, I would like to thank my teacher, Ms. Farah, and my trainer, Ms. Fatima, for their guidance and support throughout this project. And I would also like to thank TechnoShow to provide me a platform to showcase my project. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abdul Rahman. A very presentation indeed. And I would like to move forward with the feedback that our mentors have for you. Mr. Muhammad Arif.
Thank you so much, Abdul Rahman. It's a very nice project that you have selected. But may I ask a question to you? What is Caesar cipher? Abdul Rahman.
Yes, Caesar cipher is basically a very old technique for encryption. It's a very simple technique. It's not very good for encryption because this is not very secure, but it is a very old technique named after a very famous person, cipher.
Okay, what was his name?
I'm not sure, but I've read something about him.
His name was Julius Cipher. Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar, his name was Julius Caesar. Okay, now let me tell you something about this, the overall, the thing that you did. I have one more question to ask you. Why did you use the number 3?
We can use any integer value.
We can use any integer value, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, can I have a long sentence with your program and that I can encrypt and then I can decrypt? Would it be possible for your program? Or you think you need to do a more programming in this?
I think so. It is possible.
Possible. Can we see if you don't mind?
Yes. Okay.
So we will give an extra minute or maybe a 2 minutes, couple of minutes extra to Abdul Rahman, and let's see if he can show us the whole sentence encrypted and then decrypted.
I think you should be sharing the screen first.
Abdul Rahman, can you share your screen?
Yes, my screen is sharing.
No,
Can you
but no, we are not able to see. Yeah. Okay. So what
here
are
I've
the you're gonna make?
here I've inputted the sentence. The
Mhm.
project name is Caesar Cipher, and I can use any shift value.
Let's put the value of 4.
And it's just encrypt as well. So here is the encrypted word sentence.
Okay. Decrypt it now.
Yeah. There's one word is missing. I think so. The project name is Caesar Cipher.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I just want to see how your programs show up, because this is a really good program and I really like it, because how you encrypt and decrypt, that's a very important thing that you need to understand. The next thing was about the value of the letter that you're going to use, 4, 3, which kind of encryptions that you're going to use. That's a very good job. I really enjoyed your work. But what if you can make it more user friendly and like more visually able to use for people, so that we can send a message or decode the message easily. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And I cannot help but say, but from Julius Caesar to Julius Cypher, we have come a full circle. And I would definitely take a chance to say, you too, Brutus, came up with an amazing presentation. So we'll move forward to our next mentor, Ms. Maha. Ijaz, please share your thoughts.
I was about to do the same, Mr. Arif.
Yeah, it's just a trigger from all the theater I've done all my life. Like it came to me, I had to say it.
I just recently got this into a coding competition, and I have to write like within 5 minutes the code for the same thing, and I was stuck there to write this code. So yes, a good job. How many days you took for this coding, Abdul Rahman?
It took me like 3 to 4 days.
Perfect. So what other coding concepts you can add in such programming? Do you have any other concepts or any other coding decoding thing you can do with the programming thing?
I can add more algorithms into this code to make more use of this technique.
Okay.
Yeah. By using
Okay.
yeah.
Now, I was actually hoping that you don't go wrong when Mr. Arif was checking with your code. So congratulations for that as well. Thank you for showing me this.
Thank you so much for your kind words, Ms. Shomaila. Please share your thoughts on this amazing presentation.
Yes, Abdul Rahman, your idea is new according to your age, you can say. And in this time of cybersecurity, and you saw the security, and even for our mobile and for laptop, you saw everywhere they are giving the 2-step verification. Okay, because the security is a big problem all over the internet and everywhere. So this is great idea. And one thing I want to ask you, if you want to, where else we can use this feature, different application, where we can use this?
We can actually use this in any place, especially for passwords. When you are inputting passwords and you don't want anyone to see your passwords, you can use this very simple technique to just encrypt the password in
So
very
user will not see this. Yes,
Yes.
anyone cannot see this.
Yes.
Okay, so are you thinking to make it to another level, or make a whole application or something from this?
Yeah, definitely. Alert can be done. This alert
Okay.
can be
Then
added.
see you in the next Techno Show, and hope you bring it with more features and advanced features. Okay, great. Well done, Abdul Rahman.
Thanks.
Perfect, perfect. That is something we look forward to, and we definitely will. Let's move forward with the feedback of Ms. Noorland. Please share your thoughts.
Thank you, Abdurrahman, for sharing your idea. It's a brilliant idea and really good work. Just one thing I would like, because the technical part, all the other mentors have covered. I'm just going to say, Abdurrahman, you did a really good job, and I can see that you're a little nervous. Don't be nervous. Just be sure of the work that you have done, because you really have done a good job. So for the future, I would say, you have a command over the work that you're doing. So be sure of yourself, and be confident, because you know what you're doing. And really good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect. That is just an amazing feedback. Thank you so much, Abdul Rahman, for such an amazing presentation and such an interesting name to a project as well. Thank you. And with that, we are going to move forward to our next participant, and that is Sayyid Abdullah Ahmed. Sayyid Abdullah Ahmed is with us right now, and he is 17 years old. And we would like you to please turn on your mic, turn on your cam, and please share your screen so that we can witness your amazing project, Easy LLM. Please, here, the floor is yours.
Hello everyone. This is my project, ELLM. It's actually in its beginning form, as I just deleted my previous project that I was making for a long time due to data corruption. So it uses Olama. First, I just made this new part. It checks if your system has Olama installed, and then installs Olama if needed, because that's a necessary part to run this program. It downloads the Python version of Olama and the app for Olama. Then all the imports happen. It checks which modules you have on your device, because I made this because I wanted to be secure, and I know that there are big companies that like have chatbots, but they gather your data and they sell it online. And if you are someone like me who likes privacy, then you would want this. I actually didn't I didn't actually write the GUI myself very much. I used AIs to do it. I worked on like connecting it to Olama and stuff. I can run it for you if you like. It takes a little time because it's a big software. Yeah, it's open. I have these modules installed. These are all small modules, like 3-4 GB modules. I have the DeepSeek, the Chinese AI that released a few weeks ago, I think. I have like Star Coder, QN Coder, Gamma. I can run QN for you. Actually takes a little time because my setup isn't very advanced. Yeah, over here it outputted the response. I can, for easy access, I added a copy option because no one wants to actually see the code. If they're a coder, they don't actually want to see the code. They want to copy it and paste it onto their IDE. So you can easily copy it, paste it in anywhere else. Yeah. This was actually thanks to my excellent teacher, Ms. Farah, and my counselor. And thank you for TechnoShow to let me present this project.
Thank you so much, Abdullah. Thank you so much for that presentation. And we will take the floor to our mentors. Ms. Noor and Tahir, please share your thoughts.
Thank you again. I say this to everyone. I'm going to say this to you as well. Thank you so much for sharing the idea. I would need a little more explanation of, sorry, because I'm not very good technically. So can you explain a little bit more about that thing in the corner where you're telling us what it does? Can you give me a little bit more information about exactly what it was doing, because I'm a little lost.
Would you like the screen to be shared once
Just
again?
the last part. Yeah. I got a little lost in the last part. Is it okay if if you can give me a little bit of an explanation? Because when you're showing the small box, I don't exactly understand what it's doing. I can't
Abdullah,
hear you.
please turn
Yeah,
on your
Abdullah,
mic
I
as well.
cannot hear you. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
sorry,
please.
miss, I was muted. Yeah, so you mean the GUI, right?
Yes, thank you. This part, exactly.
There's one Dropbox, like you can select one model over here. I have 7 models over here. These are
Yes.
all small models, like you can run it on your local device. It won't be a problem. Like this is 1.5 billion parameters. This is 3 billion. This is also 3 billion. This is 4 billion. You give the input over here, then any prompt you want, you can ask it anything. You run the program. You run the program with this button, and this is the output box. It actually hangs sometimes because
Right. No, thank you for explaining it again. I love the work that you've done. Really good presentation. I'm sorry, I'm in a place where the internet is really bad, so you had been getting cut off. Your voice was cutting off in the middle of it all. But really good work. Thank you so much for sharing this, and thank you for explaining it once more. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Abdullah, and thank you so much, Mr. Ulan, for those words. Mr. Arif, please share your thoughts as well.
Thank you so much, Abdullah. Welcome assalam. And thing is that you have used OLama. You know that this OLama is available for any one of us, that we can go and download directly from there, right? Abdullah?
yeah, sorry, I got disconnected. Yeah.
Okay. So I was telling you that the OLama is available for all of us, so that we can download any of this, the chatbots with the value that we need actually, right? And then we can use it, right? Like NVIDIA, they do have their own LLMs, like you can download directly from their website and you can use it in your computer, and that will be safe, because in that way the data is not going to be shared with the outside body or the external body. Why will I purchase your system? Sell me your product to me. Sell your product to me.
First of all, it's like very minimalistic, like there's not much to it. So it won't like take a lot of resources on your computer. It's easy to understand, like it has really less code, so you can understand how it works. You can build on it yourself. It's like a starter guide for anyone.
Same thing I can do with others too, like NVIDIA, they have access, and Olama, they do have an access.
Yeah, but when I'm gonna sell it, it won't be this simple. It will be more advanced. Yeah, this is just a prototype. Yeah, I actually just made it in 1 week. I didn't think about it much.
I like your honesty. I really appreciate that. You're a very honest person, and you accepted that you used AI also in this to write some codes for you. Okay, now let me tell you something about it. But before I'm gonna give my last verdict to you, or last feedback to you, explain me what is parameters. You said that 1.5 billion parameters. You said that something like that parameters. What is parameters?
I don't have the technical like definition, but it's like the number of what do you say, processes it takes for the AI to give you the output. Like if it's like I said 1.5 parameter, it will take 1.5 like options, and it will, if the more the parameters, the more diverse the answer will be. I don't actually have a good explanation for that, sorry.
Okay, but that's a very good thing. You know, first and the most important thing is that your project is nice. Let me tell you honestly, your project is amazing. It's nice that you are creating an app which has all of these options, or you are giving them multiple options to download the LLM to your computers, right? Right now, if I want to use Olama, I need to have a third-party application to be downloaded in my system. And I don't know, maybe that third-party application is taking my data. So when I was like asking you, but why should I have your data? Why should I purchase your app? You should have explained me that running any Olama app, LLMs, you need to have a third-party applications to run on your computer, right? And those third-party applications are taking your data, even though whether you have signed it up or not. First thing. Second thing is that once you have used AI in your coding, you need to understand what the coding is all about. If I'm going to use AI to write the code for me, but if I don't know what the coding is all about, definitely I'm not going to get my idea. I'm not going to get my final result. Now, the final one is that I like the interface. I like the idea. I like the small amount of screen that you have. I just want you to work on it more. Okay. Give your best in it. Okay. Create a proper application for us to use, right? Because right now we are paying a huge amount to ChatGPTs. I don't want to pay anymore. I'm trusting on you. And I hope that you will give me an app soon, you know. Got it?
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Abdullah. Thank you so much.
Yes, that is amazing. I really enjoyed that one sentence that Abdullah phrased, that when I'm going to sell it or pitch it, it will be a much, much better version. And that confidence was a sheer belief in himself. So that is really amazing, and such good points, Abdullah, that you have got. And yes, somebody is waiting. Well, not somebody. We have Muhammad Arif Saab is waiting for your application to be up and running. So yeah, that is something to look forward to. Shomaila, what are your thoughts, please?
It's great idea, Abdullah. And really, as Mr. Arif mentioned, that we are so much in ChatGPT nowadays. We have for a simple application, from application till the coding, we are using it. Okay, so yes, Abdullah, we are waiting for this new application, and inshallah soon you will bring it. Abdullah, tell me one thing, how you get an idea to make this, or someone inspired you, or you get an idea from somewhere, or you use it personally, you faced anything? Yes, Abdullah.
I actually use AI a lot. Like I use ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Claude, but they are online. Like sometimes I don't have internet. I'm traveling a lot, like going from city to city. So this I can run it. I actually use a lot of open source things also, like OpenUI, LLM Studio. Yeah, so that's where I got the idea.
For this app also you use ChatGPT?
I only use it for the GUI, but then I understood the GUI, changed it a little bit to suit the purpose.
And in which grade you are? You are studying, right?
Yes, even.
In which grade you are?
11.
Which grade you are?
Grade 11.
Okay. So great idea, inshallah, you will make something. And thank you, Mr. Arif, also to explain it to us, because we are, although we were the technical hand, but it's a long time. And thank you. Thank you, Abdullah.
Thank you so much. And we have Ms. Maha Ijaz. Ms. Maha, please share your thoughts on this project.
Well done, Abdullah. Really nice idea, and I'm too looking forward for this idea. My question is, do you charge for it?
Not right now, means of course it's in
But
the
Abdullah,
beginning
definitely for a
stages.
better version, right? As you
Yeah,
said.
but this is like I don't know right now how it will play out.
Yes, so that part is also important while you're developing your product. You have to look for the finance department as well. So
I
when
mean,
you
we can
design,
like
do
do, but I don't know. It can be a monthly subscription or something. I don't. But it's an offline tool, so I don't know how it will work.
just keep doing it. Keep digging in it. Well done. Thank you.
That is such kind words and such faith in you, Abdullah. So, a great job with your presentation. And I can see you smiling every time you get a compliment, and you see that your mentors are putting your faith in you. So, that is amazing. Thank you so much for that amazing presentation, and thank you so much for all the mentors for showing how important and how practically amazing that it can be for Abdullah and for every one of us. With that, we are going to move forward to our next participant, and our next participant is Adam Malik. Adam Malik is going to join us, our 15th participant. Adam, are you ready for us with your presentation? Please turn on your mic and your camera.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
We are unable to see you.
Yes. Oh, wait.
Walaikum.
Wait, sir. I'm gonna change something. Okay. So, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Adam Malik. I am 13 years old, and my code is about like an adventure game. So it's really basic. Just some dot lower commands, which is used for string handling, and some elifs and ifs. So if I start my code, it will introduce us to an dark forest. So there are multiple choices to choose between from. So in some choices, it might show us a game over. For example, I choose right, and then it introduces us to a mountain. So if I choose to climb it, we would slip and fall over, which is a game over. So if I choose to walk around it, it would lead us to a secret path, which the path will lead us to the treasure. So you might be wondering what would happen if I choose left. So after I choose left, we will encounter a river. If I choose to build a raft, we will be able to cross the river and find a cave. If I walk away, we will get lost in the wilderness. But what would happen if I choose to swim? So if I write swim, it will say that a crocodile got me. So if I choose a raft and then enter the cave, it would say that we found the hidden treasure and we win. So this is the end of my code. I would like to thank my teacher for teaching me Python. And I would like to thank my trainer for preparing me for this event, Miss Fatima. And I would like to thank TechnoShow for letting me participate in this event.
Thank you so much, Adam, and thank you for the interesting presentation. We give the floor to our mentors. Ms. Shomaila, please share your thoughts.
Yes, Adam Malik, it's great because I was busy, so I lost it. But the idea is really great. And same question I want to ask from you: what inspired you to make this?
Well, there's this show like it's called Adventure Time. It's for kids. So I was like, I would like make a little show. I mean, a code about it. So
So you want to add more features to this?
No, I'm not planning to improve it, but I might.
Okay. Okay, great, Adam Malik. Well done.
Yes, Adam, would you like to add some more features to it? Kindly turn on your mic.
Yes, I would add the features in like when I have more free time.
Okay, so in which grade you are?
Hmm?
In which grade you are? In class?
I'm in 8th grade.
Okay, so in your summer vacation, you can continue, and inshallah, in our next techno show, you will bring some more features and enhancement in this.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shomaila. Mr. Arif, please share your thoughts.
Thank you so much, Adam Malik. It was a very nice project. I really enjoyed having your adventure time. Since you are in grade 8 and you are 13 years old, I was expecting you to be in grade 6. So, mashallah, you are 2 years ahead. That's a wonderful thing, you know, and I'm really happy for that. Second thing is like, for how long have you been working on this project?
It took me like 30 minutes to make this.
Very good. Okay, and how much you are familiar with Python? For how long you're working on Python?
Well, I've been doing Python since the summer vacations last year, up till now.
Mm.
And in school, we had all completed the coding chapter a long time ago. So now we're doing Access
Okay,
in school.
can you give me an idea of how you're gonna have this game as a kind of a learning tool for one of your subject? Like, can you think something that how can you make this game as a learning tool or as a learning game for one of your subjects, like for maths, for any of the science subjects? Can you think for me now? You have 30 to 40 seconds.
Well, I could like try to like add so change the events into like math questions or science questions. Like in the first part, as I showed, I could write a division question.
Very good. Okay, and maths questions and then science questions, right?
In science, I could write like which is the most reactive uh, metal, potassium, sodium, or iron.
Okay, so
Like
that's
we
very
learned
good.
in science.
Yeah, so you can, why don't you try something for it? And then I'm gonna purchase that application for my school.
Mm.
Will you do it for me?
I'll try to.
You can do it, Adam. I have a faith and I have a trust on you. You can do it. It's a very good program. I really enjoyed your program, and that too you are doing all without AI. That's a wonderful thing that the code, the input that you are giving, based on your input, you are getting a reply. So it's a long programming that you have did. It's a wonderful job. Wish you all the best and try to add the subjects as I requested for you, maths and science. So then we can make a deal.
I could try to make it like a platformer game.
No problem. Do it for me, but include the subject maths and science, and then we have a deal from my side.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. That is an amazing intervention here. So I hope that you're looking forward to that, Adam. And let's move forward to Ms. Noor and see what she says about your adventure time.
Hello, Adam. Thank you for sharing your work with us. I loved the presentation, though he said, I am wondering what would happen when you go left. I actually was wondering. So thank you for telling us what happens in it. And Mr. Arif has given you a wonderful offer. And honestly, even I would like to see what you would be able to do by adding the subjects that you are talking about. Adam, however, I do have to ask, and I would like to ask, why did you do something like this and not, something else? Like, why this particular kind of game?
Well, as I said, the show it was a really
Yeah,
good. So it like I
Adventure
was
Time.
like I would like try to make this code. I just put together what came to mind.
Okay, that's really good. And can I ask, did you not get the time to give us a visual, or is that something that you're not? Because I the only thing I missed was having something to see, because you've done such good work with the coding, but the visual appeal was missing in here. So is that something you did not get the time for, and is it something you would like to do in the future?
Yes, miss.
Yeah, so just something for you to think about, there's something for you to do because I'd like to see it, definitely.
Okay, miss.
Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful job.
Thank you, miss. Sir, you're muted.
Thank you so much. Yes, so thank you so much for the kind words, all three mentors. And I guess it's safe to say that we are witnessing quite a good Shark Tank moment here. Without even trying to play something, you have two sharks in your bucket, and they're ready to, they have given you your feedback and they're ready to approach you. So I hope, Adam, that you keep working on this project, and it gets to help Mr. Arif at his school and Ms. Noor as well. So with that, best of luck and such a positive attitude. I love that amazing glasses you had on in the beginning, and from that very beginning, it
Sir,
was very evident that you are
sir,
going to rule, man. Thank you so much.
sir, I don't wear glasses.
No, you had some filter
The
going on.
headphones.
Yeah.
Headphones.
Yeah, so thank you so much with that. You had that filter going on, that gangster glasses. I really
Oh
enjoyed it.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you proved it. You proved it that you nailed it. Thank you so much for this amazing presentation. And let's move forward to our next participant, and that is on Rizvi. On Rizvi, please join in and enlighten us with your presentation. Please turn on your mic, your camera, and share your screen. Thank you so much.
I'm just opening up the account.
Sure, you can take your time.
Okay.
And here we can go.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum. My name is An Rishi. I'm 13 years old. I'm in 7th grade and I'm from New Jersey in the US. And I made a calculator that has many different functions. So the modules that I used for this calculator were a tkinter and the math module. And the functions that I made were the add to calculation. This is for all of the symbols in the expressions. And then the evaluate function, this is used to evaluate the expressions. So here I added the square root, and then this is percentages, and then this is the scientific notation. And I also used the try and accept method. And so the clear function, this is once I got my output, I can clear it and start writing a new expression. This is the delete last function. This is if I make a mistake, I can delete the last character I inputted from the left. This is the GUI setup for the calculator. The screen size is 320 to 500. And then these are all of the buttons for the calculator. Now let's show you what it outputs. So it outputs this window. This is my calculator. So I'm going to start with the basic functions like addition. So 6 plus 5, and this is the equal sign, 11, and then I can press clear over here. And then I'll do a subtraction, so minus 3, 4. And then I'm going to move on to multiplication. And I also added the square root function. So I can add 64 in here, close the parentheses, and I'll get 8. And I also added a percentage. So if I input 50%, it'll give me 0.5. And I also did exponents. So 2 to the power of 5, this would be 32. And then let's say if I make a mistake when I'm typing the expression, if I didn't want 2, I can just press delete and put something else. And then lastly, I have the scientific notation. So if I input a number like this, it will give me an output of this. So the E is the 10, and then the 6 is for the exponent. This was my code. I'd like thanking my instructor Jalise Asad and also my trainer Miss Fatima and the TechnoShow for giving me this opportunity to present my code.
Thank you. Very wonderful presentation on Rizvi indeed. And let's move forward with our mentors' feedback. Nurulan, please share your thoughts.
I loved it, and I loved that you showed it to us in the calculator as well. And this is a rather detailed calculator on on Rizvi, and really good job. And you went into the detail and you showed us, and your coding was on point, and the calculator was on point as well. Just one question: do you think something was missing in the calculator? What would you like to add?
So right now I'm in 7th grade, so I did all the topics that I've learned in mathematics, but as I move forward, I'll add more functions into it.
Yes, I would really like that because as you go into higher grades, obviously it gets a little more complicated. And for people who are mathematically challenged, your calculator would be a lifesaver.
Yeah, thank you.
Good
Thank you
job.
so much, Ms. Nurulan, for your thoughts. Ms. Maha, Ijaz, please share your 1 cent on Smart Solver on the
The
project.
smart solver is really a smart solver. I actually liked the visuals, all the graphic designing also in the calculator. What I would like to see is when we send our product to the users, there are certain things which calculator usually don't do, like when we take square root, we don't usually put parentheses around the numbers. Is there any way we can make it more user friendly or user understandable rather than because if they forgot to put the last bracket, I think it might not work. Is that?
Right now for the button, I put the square root symbol, and but yeah, I could try to put the actual square root in the code so that when you press it, it shows the symbol, and then you can put the number under it. So I'll work on that.
Perfect. So, but other than that, everything is perfectly fine. Thank you. Good
Thank
job.
you so
Well
much
done.
for that constructive feedback, Ms. Maha. Ms. Shomaila, kindly share your thoughts on Rizvi's project.
Yes, on Rizvi, a very presentable code was very clear. You can easily understand from the code also. And great job you did. Just one thing I want to ask. In the second line of your calculator, there is double slash. So what you use that one for?
That's the floor division, so that doesn't show like any remainder.
So for the division, you have different sign. Can you again show that one on the screen? Can you please show your screen?
You're talking about
This one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this isn't normal division. This is actually the floor division. So if I type something like 96 divided by 3, it won't show me the remainder, but only like the not the floor.
Quotient value it will show you.
Yeah.
Okay, and if there is a remainder, then what?
So for the division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for this is floor division, so it wouldn't show it. I don't think I added the division into this. I forgot to.
Okay, this is a decimal under static sign.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So if I do 9.
Okay, so you can say this is a new feature which you add here, the double slash, in which you will get quotient value only.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, great. But you have to remember add the division sign also here. Okay. Yes. Otherwise, it's a great job. and great work. Very clear and neat. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shomaila. Yes, Mr. Muhammad Arif, please share your thoughts.
Thank you so much. Hi, On. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing well. Okay, On. First of all, before I'm going to give my feedback to you, what is your future plan? What do you want to become?
I wanna become like a programmer, and
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay.
just
What is your plan for your studies? What you gonna do after your high school?
I'll go into AI, computer science, more into that field.
Okay. You know what? When you were explaining to the others mentors, when they were in communication with you, and when you were explaining your project, you said that I'm in grade 7, and so far, whatever I have learned in maths, I have put it into the program, right?
Yeah,
So how about if I'm gonna ask you that make a portfolio of it, so that by the end of high school, by the end of your graduation, or by the end of your master's, you can use that portfolio that I have started working on the programming of Python by making my first calculator in grade 7. Then I've added something for in grade 8. Then I have added something in grade 9, which could be about algebra, which could be about geometry, right? So it's a kind of like a portfolio that you are collecting yourself. Just imagine if you're going to come and if you're going to go for a kind of a job where you will show your work, the first thing that you will say that, hey, I did my work from grade 7, I made a calculator for my own self, and I have introduced that another symbol which can divide the values without showing you the remainder, right? So I would request you to please make a portfolio of it till the
yes,
end of your programming work. Then after that, it's a wonderful job. It's a really excellent thing that you have made. I'm really, really, really happy for you. And tell me something, how long have you been working on this project?
It took me around 4 or 5 days to complete this project.
Excellent. 4 or 5 days to complete this coding is a marvelous job. It's really amazing. You did a very good job, but you need to have your portfolio. Start
Yeah,
making your own portfolio. Start working and writing on yourself. So once you start writing about yourself, definitely you're going to see where you are, and it will help you to do the self-reflection on you.
yes,
Okay?
sir.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arif. That is an incredible suggestion and really a very profound dimension to follow. On, thank you so much for that incredible presentation. And you are indeed a smart solver of the Techno Show Season 6. So thank you so much for joining in. And yes, with that, let's move forward to our next participant, and that is Narjis Rizvi. And Narjis, the floor is yours. Please start your presentation. Thank you so much. Turn on your mic and your cam as well. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so Assalamu alaikum. My name is Narjis Rizvi. I'm 11 years old, and this is my project, Good Foods by Narjis. So this code is kind of like a restaurant app. So I made 3 different dictionaries for each of the menus. So it shows what's inside of the menu, and after it shows the price. And then there are also different functions for different things, like there's multi-order if you want to order more of something, like if you want to order more than one meal or dessert. And then there's also a function called ask and order. So it asks you if you want one of the categories like meal, drink, or dessert. And then there's also a function called add tip, which asks you if you want to give a tip. And then in the end, I called all of the functions. So it's going to show the output and ask all the questions. And then now I'm going to show what the output looks like. So first it asks you to say your name. So it welcomes you to the restaurant. Then it asks you if you want a drink. So you could say yes or no. And then it's gonna say which drink would you like, and then you can enter one of the drinks. And then it tells you the price. And then it asks you if you want any more drinks. then you could say yes or you could say no. And then it asks you if you want a meal. And then if you write something like incorrectly, it tells you that it's invalid and asks you again. So you can try again, and then it tells you your menu, and then you could say what you want. Then it also asks you if you want any more meals. And then if you say yes, then it's gonna ask you how many more do you want. And then it's gonna tell you the menu again, so you can tell them which one you want again. And then it tells you the price, and then asks if you want any more. And you say no, or you could say yes. And then it asks you if you want a dessert, and then you could say, like, if you want a dessert, you could say yes. And then it shows you everything there is, and asks you if you want any more. And then it asks you if you want to give a tip, and then it also asks you how much you want to tip. So you can enter how much you want to tip, and then it adds it to your total cost. Then it tells you your total, and then it tells you to have a great day. And then I'd like to thank my teacher, my trainer, and TechnoShow for letting me present my project.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Narjas Tasvi, for that amazing presentation. And we will give the floor to our mentors. Ms. Maha, Ijaz, please share your thoughts on this amazing food app that is getting me to crave some food.
Okay, Narjas, do you think this kind of app can be used in the market, where we can use such questionnaires and things in the market?
Um,
Can you use it somewhere?
I don't know, maybe if I make a restaurant or my friend makes a restaurant, I can
Exactly.
let them use
So,
it.
so their ERP systems and these applications are actually designed. So this is your base where you start from. What if we have a large menu to add, and can we do that? Can you do that with me?
Yeah, I could make a bigger menu, and I also could make the code a little better, I think. It says.
And do you think about doing it in visual rather than in
Yeah,
the code form?
it's just we're like learning that right now, but we didn't like learn everything, so.
Perfect. Perfect. Next time I'm going to see that thing also. Thank you, Narjas. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Maha. And yes, Ms. Shomaila.
Yes, great idea, Narjas. And Narjas, what inspired you to make this project?
I don't really know. I just thought of it, and then I decided
This is your first time you make you make code in this.
No, I've made a tic-tac-toe before and a random password user, but this is like the first big one that I made, kind of.
So you want to make take it to next level, or do the improvement, add features in this,
So
or
like,
visual basically.
yeah, so after I learn how to do all of that stuff and it gets easier for me, then I think I could add it more and make it like more better to look at.
And how long it take you to make this piece of code?
6 to 8 days.
Okay, great. Okay, Narjas. Well then, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shomaila. And yes, Mr. Muhammad Arif, please share your thoughts on good food by Narjas.
Hi, Narjas. Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much for showing this wonderful application. Now, let me tell you something. I own a restaurant. Okay. Now, let me tell you something more about it. That I own a restaurant, and I am a guest in a restaurant. Like, I just visited my restaurant. I ordered the foods in that application, right? And then I decided to leave. So the people, those who are working in the kitchen, they are working on my order, right? And I'm not in the store, or I'm not in the restaurant right now. So how do you think that, what are the changes you think that you can do in that app so that that person will not leave the restaurant, or at least he will pay whatever he has ordered?
Maybe so like they could also ask for their phone numbers, so if they leave, they can still contact them and tell them that they
Okay.
still have to pay.
Okay. I'm gonna give my phone numbers and let them call me. Who bothers? I'm not gonna pick the phone. Think about it. Nergis, you are near to it. Think about it. I want you to think critically and give me a reply. What else you can add in the beginning of this app, right? So that whoever is gonna come to my restaurant, he is gonna block that he has to eat now. Or at least he can ask for the takeaway if he's not on the mood to sit.
I don't know, maybe.
Think about it. Have you ever used any online application for the ordering the food?
My mom has, but not me.
Okay, so you're not ordering any food, right? Online.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing that you need to add in that application is that you need to take the credit card number of that person who's gonna order the food. And then the menu is gonna help them to choose the food that they want to eat. So once they are going to go to the end, it is going to be like they have paid the amount, they're not going to move from the restaurant, right? Or they're gonna take it with them, right? So at least my money is safe, my food is safe, right? Now, the next question that I have, with this application, are you trying to take the jobs of the waiters by using this application?
Not really as a waitress. It was my first idea that it would be like I was owning a restaurant and then I would have an app for it too. Kind of like the owner of.
So now you got a feedback from me that in your app, you need to add a credit card section. You need to ask them money first before proceeding with them with the menu, right? Once they will place the order, then the food is going to be or the kitchen is going to start working on their food.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
like your budget. I like this application. I hope I can see this application as soon as possible. Good job, Ijaz. Good job. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. With that, let's move towards Ms. Noorlan. What are your thoughts on this initiative by Nergis?
Can I take
Just I loved the idea of good foods by Just first of all, the name itself is very appealing. Do you ever want to own a restaurant? Because I feel like that's where it's coming from.
I did when I was like little. I thought of being a chef or something, but this was just like a fun thing. And then whenever I showed it to people, they were like, "When do I get my food?" But they're like never gonna get their food.
No, this is such a good idea though, and it can. And I also really like what Mr. Arif was saying, that you should get their credit card number beforehand so they don't run away after ordering it and never paying for the food, right? So though, but otherwise this is such a good piece of work, and you can take this visually to the next level so that it looks appealing as well, which it still does, to be very fair, but you can take it to the next step as well. And I just one question, did you do this all by yourself, or did somebody help you do all the work that you did?
I did it by myself, but when I finished the code, it wasn't really working. So I asked my teacher for help, but the problem, it wasn't with the code. So before, when it was inside of like that project inside of Python, it kept on showing an error of a variable that I didn't even have inside of the code. So yeah, I just had to make a new project and put the code inside of there. So yeah.
Incredible. Ms. Noorlan, are you with us? That
That's still, I still love the effort that you've done. That's so really, really.
Yes,
Yes, I'm there. Can you hear me?
there is a distortion from the end of.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. The internet here is terrible. Thank you so much. So, but Nargis, a really, really good job. I'd love to see this as an application for different restaurants because it really can help a lot of restaurant owners. So, way to go.
Thank you.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much, Ms. Nurulan. And Ms. Maha was about to say something before Ms. Nurulan was about to give a remark. Is
Yes,
that right,
I
Ms. Maha?
have
Would
to
you like
catch
to
the
add
bus
something?
now because I have to go somewhere. Thank you so much for calling me in, and the best of luck for the rest of the
Thank you
students
so
there.
much for your presence, and thank you so much for guiding our participants. And it was a great pleasure having you as a mentor on Techno Show Season 6. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Take care.
Thank you. A pleasure to
Yes,
come again.
thank you, Maha. Thank you so much for joining and giving us so much time.
Thank you,
Thank
Farah. Thank you so
Take
much.
care.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Mr. Ahad, your mic is mute.
Wow. So thank you so much for pointing that out. Yes. So with that, we are going to move forward with to our next participant, and that is Mohammed Haider. Mohammed Haider, let's see your presentation and what do you have in store for us. Please open your mic, your cam, and share your screen. You have a project name, Student Attendance, is Mohammed Haider's.
I need to fix my camera. Give me a second.
Okay. Please do that. Yes. Okay. In the meantime, I would just like to compliment my our mentors here.
Can you see me?
Yeah, it is perfect. Thank you so much. It's all good. You're ready for your
Yeah.
presentation? Okay, the compliments can't wait for the end of the session. Please carry on with your project. Thank you.
I made 2 projects actually. So my name is Mohammed Haider. I'm in 9th grade, and this is my first project, Students Attendance Tracker. So the code basically helps keep track of students' absences in class, so the teacher doesn't have to manually put it in. They just send the code to the students. The students run the code, and then they can just put in the information, and it'll be emailed back to the teacher and all of the students. And then it'll make an Excel sheet with all the information of every student. So the first part of the code over here is making the Excel sheet and putting in every single information. And the second part over here is putting in the actual information for what class you're absent in, your student ID, and your email. So let's run the code. We can choose what class we want to talk about. So we'll put class 2. We'll put 1 absence. And this is the student ID. So we'll put the student ID as 1. And then we can put in the email. So this is the email. And then we can put in more students. So I'll do 1 more. I'll pick the first class. I'll do 2 absences. And the student number ID will be 2. And then this is the other email. And then we can end the code. So I'll end it. And in the folder, it will automatically make the attendance sheet. With all the information in it. So that is the first project. Second project I made is a game called Rock, Paper, Scissors, where you can pick either rock, paper, or scissors, and the opponent, or in this case the bot, will choose one of them. Rock beats scissors, scissors beats paper, and paper beats rock. So we can run the code, and we'll pick rock, and the bot chose rock too, so it's a tie. Then I'll run it again. We'll choose paper, and the bot chose rock, so I won. So those are my projects. I'd like to thank Miss Kwamina for teaching me how to code. I'd like to thank Miss Fatima Sayed for helping me prepare for the Techno Show. And I'd like to thank the Techno Show for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much for this amazing presentation. And we'd like to move forward with our mentors to give their feedback on the project. Ms. Shomaila, what are your thoughts?
Great. Which one was your first project?
This one.
The attendance application?
Yeah.
Okay. So how long it took to make this?
The first project, it took maybe like 6 days because I was working on it, and this was the only thing I was working on really. So it took me.
Okay. So after you heard about the Techno Show, then you start working on this.
No, I made this before the Techno Show.
Okay. So this application basically it's giving count for a single day, you can say.
Yeah. What day you're absent for.
Okay. You want to take this idea forward, or do you want to use it in future to add more features or make it?
I think I want to add more features, like keep track of like what date they were absent and like what information they missed, like what topic they missed in class.
Okay. Okay, great idea. And what about the TikTok show? That one, tic-tac-toe.
It was rock,
That
paper, scissors. I made that one for fun because let's say you're
Mhm.
bored, you can just make it and then like just add it.
Okay. Okay, great idea, Mohammed Haider. Hope to see this with more features and enhancement in the next Techno Show.
Okay.
Yes, Ahad, you're on mute.
Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Shomaila. And yes, Mr. Muhammad Arif, please share your thoughts.
Thank you so much. I was just writing about him, Okay, so Muhammad, first thing is that you did this job in 6 days, which is a way to go, a good job, that too in 6 days. I'm talking.
Thank you.
Have the student data properly in that, like name, class, grades, all of this information should be there. So with that information, then once you select that information should be shared, like the email or something, to whom you are going to share the email?
Well, the email gets sent to the students so it'll show them.
Okay, I'm a naughty student and I'm gonna delete my email. Then who's gonna know that I was absent?
Well, they can also. Well, I didn't add any other features besides like sending it in the email.
Okay, then how about if I'm gonna use it to send it to the parents?
Well, then you can also use the parents' email and I'll send it there too.
Right. And then when you say that the data is going to be updated, I didn't see any kind of an application. Like you can say that the data is there in the system. Data is in Python. How I'm going to extract the data in the form of Excel sheet or in the form of Word? Because
So
yeah.
the teacher will put in the students' like absences and stuff, and then once they run the code, it'll be sent to the whoever is emailed, whoever the students are, and then it'll show their information on there. Because there's a system, let's say in the school, where if you're absent more than 3 times, you can't like take a test or something. So that's what they would keep track of.
Okay. How about if I will say that is your software or is your code is eligible or can, integrate with my school system or with Microsoft Team or with any other school system that we can use this? Can you think about it?
I didn't think about that.
But I like your project of having an attendance tracking for the students that teachers can mark And the only thing I would suggest you to please add the complete student data next time when you present with your admission numbers and all. At least you should have a 10 students of data. And then by the end of that, when the teachers are going to mark absent or present, there should be an Excel sheet generated for the teachers to see what the result is all about. And then you need to have an application for it, because no one is good for this programming language to understand. So if you make it user-friendly, like a simple application, that will be much better for many people to use easily. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Muhammad Arif and Shomaila, for that amazing feedback. And I hope that Muhammad, this is going to give you a look in the right dimension. And definitely, with that, we're going to move forward to our excuse me, next participant, and that is Ishal Murad. Ishal Murad is our 19th participant in today's Techno Show season 6. So, Ishal, the floor is yours. Please start your presentation. Ishal, please turn on your microphone and share your screen.
Okay, so good evening and assalamu alaikum. I am Ishal Murad, and today I will be presenting my project on Python, which is a number guesser game. So this game randomly selects a number between 1 to 100, and it will also show an error if any number is more than 100 or less than 1 is entered. This program also gives hints if the number is too high or too low until the right number is found. So let me show you how it works. We have to enter any number between 1 and 100. So I will just enter a random number. It's too low, so I have to try again. It's again too low. I have to try again. So I guess the number in 7 attempts. So this is my code, and so I would like to conclude with thanking everyone, all the teachers who have guided me on this journey, and I would also like to thank my trainer for all her support, and also the TechnoShow for giving me the opportunity to present my project today. That concludes my presentation, and yeah.
Thank you so much for that lovely presentation, Ishal. And with that, we're going to move forward to our mentors. Yes, Nurlan, please kindly share your thoughts.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Ahad. I was away. I was not part of the presentation, so not really eligible for
Understandable.
giving
We
any
can move
feedback.
forward with that. Thank you so much. It's understandable. Yes, Mr. Muhammad Arif, what are your thoughts on this presentation?
Vishal, you did a great job. I really enjoyed this game. It's a very nice game that where you need to think about that number. But can I ask you a question? Can you increase that range from 0 to 100 to 0 to 1000? Can you do that?
Yeah, like should I share my screen again?
Yeah, sure. Can you do it for me?
So like I'll just increase the upper bound to like 150 or something. And I can enter 110 or 100. So yeah, I guessed it.
Okay, that's a very good one. You got the reply, you got the answer that the answer is 41. But let me ask you a question. How did the system work in this? The first value guess was 110, second was 100. So how did the program works behind it?
It just first of all it chooses a number,
The
and
program itself, the program itself, right?
yeah.
Okay, then
So like, and then we have to, yeah. I also set the upper and lower bounds. So like,
I got it. I got it. I got it.
chooses in between of those, and
Okay.
then yeah, we have to guess the number.
Okay, tell me something. Which grade you are?
8.
Grade 8, right? And how long have you been working on this project?
About 2 days.
2 days. In 2 days, you have a wonderful game, which I really, really like it because the number is guessed by the person and the number is randomly selected by the game. This is a very higher order thinking over here. You have really did a very good job by putting a higher order thinking over here in your learning. I would really like to appreciate your teachers for this because they really made you think for that level that you think and prepare or write a code for it. It's a very good thing. It's a very, very, very good job. I'm really impressed. I'm very impressed about this and wish you all the best for it. But another comment that I would like to have it, a feedback is like create a level. Once a person is going to pass from 1 to 100, put the next value of level 2, which is from 1 to 150, and then from 150 onwards. So you can have different levels of the games.
Yeah,
Clear?
yeah, I can add that.
Okay. Thank you. Wish you all the best.
Yes, and with that, thank you so much for that valuable feedback. Yes, Ms. Shomaila, can you please share your thoughts as well?
Well done, Ishal. A great idea, and the technique, how you use it, that how you are reducing the search space or the area by moving the boundaries, upper boundary and the lower boundary. The idea is really great, and the time you took, you said you made it in 2 days. Okay, this is a great achievement and brilliant idea. Well done, Ishal.
Thank you so much for such kind words, Ms. Shomaila. And with that, we are at the stage where we have our very last participant of the Techno Show season 6 with us, Abdullah. Abdullah, can you please share your screen and please present your project with our mentors? Abdullah Murad.
Assalamualaikum, sir. Okay.
Walaikum assalam. Yes, please turn on your camera and your microphone. So Abdullah, you're sharing your screen, but your microphone and camera is still off. Can you please turn that on as well?
Sir, I don't actually have a camera right now. There's a problem in the camera right now.
I think we can work with that, right, mentors? We can, right? So you can share your screen and we can go with the audio medium. Sure. Please carry on.
Okay. Assalamualaikum. My name is Abdullah, and I made this code to find the largest number in a list. So basically, first I initialized a variable largest as a a low number, which is -9999, and I initialized count as 0 and flag as true. So I gave the instructions and what this code is about in these print statements. So to run the code, I added a while statement. So while flag is true, I'll input a number, and after the number is input, I put a count statement. So to store the largest number, if num is greater than largest, which it obviously will be because largest is very small, so I'll put largest as num. So when num is greater than the previous number, it will be stored in largest. And to stop the program, the value -1 it stops the program. So after the program is stopped, the largest value would be printed and the input number would be output. So the reason I did count -1 is that the -1 would not be counted because after num there's a count statement. So I have -1 count because the -1 it stops the program. So if I run the code, it would be something like this. So I enter random values and -1, so it stops. So it inputs the largest number and the number of input numbers, which is 6, as we can see. So I'd like to thank my teachers and my trainer, Miss Fatima Sayed, and TechnoShow for hosting this project. Thank you.
Ahad, you're not audible. Ahad, you're not audible. We're not able to hear
The
you.
kind of
I think it's getting tough.
the floor is towards the mentors. I guess we're missing. Hello? You listen to me now? Hello?
Yeah, Ahad, we couldn't hear you before.
But let me rejoin, and if somebody can carry on for me.
Yes, sure, Ahad. Yes, sir, Arif, you can go ahead with the feedback.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so first thing about Abdullah Murad, your project was about finding the largest number. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you did the coding by yourself or you had a help with someone?
No, sir, I did all by myself.
All by yourself. But if you can see the program that you showed me when you were entering the values, why did you enter the value -1?
Yeah, I entered -1 to stop the program. I also, before the program started, I print a statement that the value -1 ends the program.
Okay, so how long it takes for you to complete this project?
Sir, it didn't take me long, about 3 or 4 hours, maybe. Yeah.
3 or 4 hours. What was your intention for having this kind of a program that can find the highest value? I can do that in Excel, right? Use a simple command and I can use that in Excel. Or do I have to use your software?
Yeah, the basic idea was that in my school, I saw many teachers like trying to figure out who got the highest marks in the class or overall in the entire section for any test or assessment. So I decided like it would be better to have a code or like an application for it.
Okay. Okay. So you had this application or you made the program to help your teachers. Did you share with your teachers?
I just made the program. I'm intending to share it with them as well.
Okay, but your interface is not helpful. Your interface is not user friendly.
Yeah, I no, but how is it not user friendly?
It was not user friendly because you know the -1 part, the enter the number part. Okay, plus I would say that what if the largest value was 65876, but I don't know who got this score.
Yeah, I'll work on that as well.
Yeah, so you need to work on this to find the exact number, and while finding the exact number, you need to find out who scored this number, who's the right? Because guessing a number is not going to help your teachers. You need to enter more data to help your teachers that who's the student got this value. Overall, I like your program. It's a very nice program to find the values, especially the largest value. I like the way that you code with minus 99999. But only one more suggestion that I'm going to give you. Instead of putting a -1 to end the program, you should put any other symbol or a dot that can be used to end the program and get the result. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Perfect. That is a really profound feedback as well from Mr. Muhammad Arif. Apologies for the technical glitch previously. And let's move forward to the other mentor. We have Ms. Noor. Please share your thoughts on Abdullah's project.
Hello, thank you, Abdullah, for sharing it and for sharing the timeline that you had to make the project as well. I was going to ask the same question that Mr. Arif asked. Why did you choose to do something like this? And you did explain that it's because you saw your teachers, you saw them confused about who got the highest marks. And so I will have the same feedback that yes, having the name of the student is very important. Perhaps that is something you can add in this, Abdullah. Can you add names along with the numbers?
Yeah, of course, I can like input the names along the numbers as well.
Yes. That would be helpful, right? So that's something that you can incorporate. Also, Abdullah, and again, this is just a suggestion. You can also use the same thing for other things that teachers do as well, not just for marks, perhaps for grades as well, who got what grades. Perhaps, you can have all students who got A's or all students who got B's, and it would make teachers' life a lot easier going on the same route that you used for this program.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for sharing this. Really good job, Abdullah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for that feedback. Yes, Ms. Shomaila, your 2 cents, please.
Great job, Abdullah. Your code was very neat and clear. Okay, anyone can understand. And as you mentioned, you work hardly for 3 to 4 hours to generate this. It's a great idea. And for the, as you told that you want to make this for your teachers, to help your teachers. So what you can do, you can just check for the option that they can upload their sheet, okay, the number sheet with the student's name and all that. So you can drag data from there instead of typing or inserting each entry or each student's entry. Okay, you can in your break or in your free time, you can just see how to get data from any sheet. Okay, so it will be helpful. And obviously when you upload that sheet there, you can get all the information, your grades, student name, and all the details. Okay, and you can give more, it will give more helpful for your teachers, right?
Yes, miss.
And but overall it's a great application or a piece of code which you made. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that incredible feedback, dear mentors. And with that, I would like to request all the students present in the Zoom call at the moment in the Techno Show Season 6, please turn on your cameras. It's a humble request. Please, as soon as possible, turn on your cameras and make yourself visible. With that, now we have reached to the end of the program, the TechnoShow Season 6, and we'd like to definitely hear from our mentors, their thought on the presentation they have seen today, their overall feedback. We'll definitely go into that, but before that, such an incredible panel to witness such an incredible panel today. Starting from Mr. Muhammad Arif Hanif, bringing out that profound direction, giving that direction to the participants, and probing into their projects as much as giving them a dimension to look forward to. Ms. Manu bringing that amazing energy into the whole session is really amazing, and definitely Ms. Shomaila and Maha creating a bridge between these two poles. It was a tremendously amazing, profound experience to witness all this, these participants being mentored by you. So please share your final thoughts on overall the event. We'll start with Ms. Noor and Tahir.
Okay, so thank you again for inviting me to this, Ms. Farah. Special thanks to you. This was my first, And I have to say that I truly enjoyed it, from the variety of 8-year-old to 17-year-olds. It was very interesting. The material that these children were able to bring is absolutely brilliant. I truly enjoyed all the work and all the projects that were brought in, and some of them have really blown my mind, honestly. And I'm not just saying this. It was truly an experience, and I hope and pray that all of these children who joined in today go a long way. In fact, with the kind of educators that you all are, I'm sure they will as well. And the mentors as well. I would really like to, say this, that you guys really have, mashallah, good mentors. And it was an honor being part of this program that you guys are doing. And I hope you all, the students and the educators over here, you guys go a long way, inshallah.
Thank you so much for those kind words. And yes, Mr. Muhammad Arif, please share your thoughts on overall how was the event today and how you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much again for inviting me, the CEO, Ms. Farah, and thank you so much to the host even also, Ahad. You were quite, like I'd say, that engaging person, with us. And overall, I really enjoyed the whole show. And I would like to say that the teachers are putting a really good efforts, for the students to think about what could be the next part that they can do in their programming, which push them for the higher order thinking. This is a really good and amazing part. And overall, I'm very happy. Honestly, I could not have enjoyed so much in any other shows that I've enjoyed in this show. I have been invited to so many face-to-face shows even also, but I was not able to sit for a long period of time. But I think this is my favorite show now, I can say that, where I stayed for a complete 4 hours and I really enjoyed every single moment. And good to go, a long way to go for all of you guys. Put your efforts, take the positive feedbacks, think in a broader way, and be thankful to your teachers and always ready to learn. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those amazing words, Mr. Muhammad Arif. And it was a pleasure to have you and Ms. Noor as well. Yes, Ms. Shomaila, please do share us how did you enjoy the event today?
Thank you, Farah, CEO of Affreej. And it's really a big platform for the beginners, you can say, and for the students who are sitting in distant areas, you can say. So for them, it's a really big platform to keep them engaging. And thank you for inviting me as a mentor in this show. This is my first time I am here. And I really impressed by watching this, that these teenagers, okay, they are very, you can say, enthusiasts, or they want to make the programs. And even though their programs are very simple, you can say, but the concepts and the clarity they are getting, it will take them long way in this. And I'm really thankful for Farah for having these type of shows, that it will keep engaging students and even our children in their free times. Okay, so at least they are getting some inspiration and this, that it will keep them busy. And in the end, they have something which they can showcase, which they can, and it will be helpful for them in the long race of their life. So thank you everyone. For the students also, they are actually the future of technology, and they are really amazing. Thank you everyone. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Maila, for your kind words. And with that, I would like to take the opportunity to also thank the participants today for their incredible talent and their incredible innovation and the courage to present their projects with such ease and such profoundness that they have showed today. Thank you so much. All the participants, you should definitely give yourself a big round of applause. With that, there are a few hidden names as well. Our trainer, Ms. Fatma, thank you so much for training the participants in order for them to present this. With that, the back-end assistant who were assisting in this event was Ms. Halima, and we were going through different things. So thank you so much, Ms. Halima, as well. And last but not the least, the CEO of Affreej Learning, Ms. Farah Ubaid. Thank you so much for putting up this really amazing event and have us witness such an amazing talent which these kids carry on their shoulders. Thank you so much. Please, would you like to share a few words at the end of the event? Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Ahad. I would like to start with the mentors. Sir Arif, thank you for taking out time. It has been wonderful. Your feedbacks were really amazing, and great knowledge you've shared with the students, great feedback, and great different ideas, in fact business ideas. That is something that you can obviously, and incorporating AI, that is everything these days. So yes, the ideas that you've shared, I really appreciate that. And staying for the whole show, it was a long show. I was worried that you guys would be, it's difficult to take out so much of time over the weekend. So, and Shomaila, thank you so much. Maha is not here. Again, you both have given, obviously, you are from technical background, so I really wanted you to be here so that you can technically see how the students have done programming and all the technicalities of the project. So, thank you so much for your feedback. Noor, you've been amazing. A good energy added to our show. Thank you. And obviously, your field is such that, you can see the body language and the confidence that is what I've been telling many students. And I've seen my students grow in confidence also. That is what, that is very important. Only skill, programming skill is not the only thing that is important. Having good confidence to showcase what you've developed and to have confidence in your coding skills, that is very important. So that you could point out to many, because since you're from a psychological background, so you can see the body language and comment on that. So thank you so much to all the mentors for taking out 4 hours and staying with us. It means a lot. And then Ms. Fatma, thank you for training the students. She has been doing since a week, since the last 2 3 days especially. I've been watching you. You've been training students how to present the project. That is also very important thing, so that they are confident in presenting the project. And to all the participants, Ahad, you did an amazing job. I guess you enjoyed as well.
I enjoyed every bit of it. A weekend cannot be spent in a better way than this. So
It was a new experience for you,
thank you
and
for the opportunity. I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
I could see that. I could see that. Yes, and all the participants, you did an amazing job. Um, uh, Such amazing projects. And you know what? I didn't look at the projects. I wanted to surprise myself as well. My teachers were, you know, um, taking care of it. They had viewed the projects before approving it, of course. But I did not go through the projects because I wanted to, surprise myself with all the projects. So I am surprised with many of the projects, the way students are thinking these days, and the way they are trying to build something new out of, simple coding skills. So this is amazing. What would you all like to say? Any of you? Yes, Ms.
Yes,
Fatma.
participants.
Yes,
Ms.
Ms.
Fatma, would you like to please share your 2 cents? Thank you.
Yes, Fatma.
So, I really, first of all, I would like to thank you, Ms. Farah, for giving me the opportunity to be a trainer for, the TechnoShow. And it was just a great experience to see all these kids, from their first presentation versus their like more rehearsed ones. It was a great like process, and it was a great thing to see. It was very rewarding to see them all shine today. So I really enjoyed it, and I'm so I'm so happy to be part of this team.
Yes, thank you, Fatma. Yes, what about the others? On Narges, how did you like the experience? Was it the first time participating in TechnoShow?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the first time. It was fun to see other people's codes and share ours too.
It's early morning for you, right? Did you have breakfast even?
No.
I don't know. Oh my God. Okay. So, yes, what about you, Soman?
Yes, sir, it was fun, miss.
Yes, liked your project. Yes, Adam.
Yes, miss, it was
Mhm.
yes, miss,
Yes,
it was fun to like participate in this event.
yes, and it was nice to see your project. Yes, Mohammed. Mohammed Heather.
Yes. This is my first time presenting in the TechnoShow.
Same early morning for you as well. You woke up
Yeah.
very early over the weekend, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes. Yes, Hamza.
Yeah, it was a very fun experience, and
Mm.
especially seeing all the other projects, and also the judges were
That
very
is
helpful.
also a learning. That is also a learning process to see others, what you can
Yeah.
you expand your dimensions of thinking or what else you can make, right? What about you, Tuba?
It was good, like the feedback from the mentors, and it was very helpful. Also, looking at the other participants' project, like the ideas you get from there, they were very nice. I like.
Yes, right. Abdurrahman, what about you?
Yes, miss, it was really fun. At first, I didn't wanted to participate,
I
but
know
yeah,
you
it
had to
was.
be
Yeah, it was worth of
participated, right? Yeah, so
participating.
it was worth it, right?
Yes.
Because the education is one thing, and having confidence in your coding skills is something very different. So curriculum education is one thing, but for your career, it's very important to develop this type of confidence. Yes, and Isha Mohsen, where are the others?
It was an amazing opportunity to showcase my project. It encouraged me to make more Python games.
Right. And what about you, young master? Sinwan? Yes, Sinwan, how was it? Sinwan.
Sevan, your mic is turned off. Turn on your mic, please.
I like it because the first time I learned Scratch was with TechnoShow.
All right.
And I also have made 31 more projects before.
Wow, that's amazing. So now you'll step up for Python programming. Okay, that's your next step.
I also have another programming service.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe next season I'll use that.
Yes, okay, that's good. Okay, then we can wind up. Yes, Hassa, how are you?
Yes. Yes, sir.
She's not here. Okay, let's
Yeah,
wind
yeah,
up then. Yes.
I'm here. Sorry, my internet is
So can
lagging.
you turn on your cam as well?
My camera isn't working right now.
Okay, it's okay. Yes, Hassa.
I guess there's a
Can you
distortion
please
here.
like what I'm talking about? My internet is so bad, like I can barely hear anything.
Oh, okay. Yes, tell
Yeah.
us about your feedback about the show. How was it?
Honestly, it was a really nice opportunity. Like I would definitely join again. I really enjoyed it and like learning new things, new codes, all that.
Now, next time when you all join, you know exactly how to present and what to make, and obviously you'll be presenting a better project, a more functional project.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Abdul Salam, what about you?
Best show ever in my life. It's far most the best show I've ever had, and it's very good. having everyone here, sharing my code to everyone, and learning some more features and stuff.
That's great. That's great. Okay. Thank you all for joining.
Yes, and with that, yet again, I would like to have a few mentions. Yes, thank you, Ms. Farah, for creating this platform, bringing us together, creating this definitely a curricular platform where kids can, apart from academic learning, can definitely experience something that is going to help them in the real world. So thank you for giving us this inspiring day. And we are so grateful yet again for the participants, for the trainers, for the assistants, and definitely our mentors for joining us. So grateful for everyone who contributed in making TechnoShow Season 6 a very, very big success today. But before we wrap up, we would like a group picture of this amazing moment that we are all witnessing right now. So please, everyone, let's come together for a picture. And with that, we are going to say goodbye to this event and hope to come back with TechnoShow Season 7. So are we all ready for the picture, Ms. Halima? Shall we go for it?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, so everybody ready? Smile, big smiles. I want to see big smiles here. Yes, thank you. And click us.
Yes, thank you. Yes, Ms. Halima, thank you for all the efforts. You have been really amazing. Without you, I could not have pulled up this event at all.
It was a pleasure being a part of TechnoShow Season 6. I had a great time and I enjoyed every moment of it.
Thank you so much, Halima.
Yet again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And with that, we'll take your leave. This is Ahad Ali, along with the CEO of Affreej, Ms. Farah Ubaid, the admin Halima Ashfaq, with the distinguished mentors and the trainer Fatma Saida, along with the participants, signing off from the TechnoShow Season 6. Take care. Allah Hafiz.